the head of department for telecommunications engineering is not here, but he's in the person of Dr. James Gaje, and the department hosts telecommunications engineering program. Okay, so we go back to script and then invite our college registrar to give us a presentation on the university rules and regulation.
Thank you. Nick, can I have my presentation? Thank you. I understand there's a problem with the display, so I've been asked to go ahead and present. Thank you very much. My name is Ida Said, and I'm the College Registrar, College of Engineering. And I'll be presenting to you our university rules and regulations, discipline and misconduct. I wish our display was working. I had wanted to project the entrance to our university, our beautiful gate, so that you know it, and I believe all of you came through there. The outline of my presentation is going to be on the history of the university, the structure of the university, the principal officers, colleges of the university, the vision, mission, core values of the university, discipline and misconduct, and then conclusion. It's going to be a very short presentation. KNUST was established in 1952 as the Kumasi College of Technology, but it later became a university in 1961 and started awarding its own degrees in 1964. We are 70 years old, and last year we started with the 70th anniversary celebrations. The university has 6 colleges, with the inclusion of the Institute of Distance Learning and the School of Graduate Studies, which was recently upgraded to the level of a college. College of Engineering is one of the flagship colleges of the university. The highest governing body of our university is the University Council. The provost already has touched on it, the Academic Board, and the Welfare Services Board. And students are represented on all these boards and the University Council as part of our governance system. The principal officers of the university. We have the Chancellor, His Majesty Otunfo Osei Tutu II as our Chancellor, the Chairman of Council, and the Vice Chancellor. They are the principal officers of the university. And the other officers are the Registrar and the Pro-Vice Chancellor. All the 6 colleges are headed by Provost, and you have already heard from our Provost, Professor Mark Adum Asamoah. Like I have already mentioned, there are 6 colleges, and College of Engineering is one of them. You can do yourself the favor by finding out all the others, the full names of all the others. The vision, mission, and core values of this university. The vision of KNUST is to build on KNUS leadership. Already we are leaders, and so we are building on it as the premier science and technology university in Ghana, and to be among the top 10 universities in Africa. We attended a workshop last week, and we are even thinking of changing to become among the first 5 in Africa, moving from the top 10 to the top 5. So you are at one of the best universities. Congratulations. The university has taken upon itself to mount plaques with the vision, mission, and the core values of our university at Vantage Point. As you were coming in, we had one in front of the auditorium. When you go to the Petroleum Building, there is some, and all the major buildings of the college, you have the vision and the mission boldly displayed, and the core values. When you visit the main administration, it's there. When you go to the hospital, it's there. The exam center, all the major buildings in the university has the vision and the mission and the core value plaques boldly displayed. So make it a point to read and get yourselves acquainted with the vision, the mission, and the core values of this university. The rules and regulations for students. Who is a student of KNUST? A student is any person enrolled at KNUST for a program of study. And the university has general disciplinary authority over all students once you are enrolled. And then all students are considered to be on probation for the entire period of your study. And you may be withdrawn at any time for misconduct and indiscipline. So please take note. The provost mentioned that it is our hope that in the next 4 years we'll graduate you to the glory of God. So let that be your aim. Let that be your focus. As a student, you have rights and responsibilities to guide and manage your behavior. Of course, the provost has already mentioned that. He mentioned that in his presentation. So take note, you have rights and responsibilities. And then failure to live up to these responsibilities sometimes may lead to formal discipline. And all students, both on campus and off campus, you are required to conduct yourselves in accordance with the required standards. And conduct and attitudes contrary to the said standards may result in discipline. And of course, there are legal bases for all these regulations. So take note. And one thing you have to also know is that all these regulations were drawn in consultation with the relevant stakeholders. So student leaders were involved in the putting together of these rules and regulations. And you are expected to abide by these rules and regulations. Failure to do so would result in disciplinary actions. There are banned and forbidden activities on all KNUST premises. Some of them include possession of firearms, smoking, sale and consumption of cigarettes and alcohol, alcohol misuse, narcotics and illicit drugs, systems misuse, credit, debit, bank card misuse, destruction of property, dishonesty, including cheating, fabrication, falsification, forgery, plagiarism. So please take note. Some of the forbidden activities listed here also include gambling, physical abuse, sexual misconduct, hazing, possession of stolen property, weapon use, indecent exposure and dressing. Very, very important. Please take note. And also note that this applies to all students living outside campus on private hostels. And as a student of KNUST, you have the right to be issued with an introductory letter to help you with diplomatic missions and other institutions in Ghana. But of course, it comes at a fee. And it will be a misconduct for any student to forge an introductory letter without going through the right office. And then no student is allowed to communicate with the press on behalf of the university. There is an office specifically designated for that. That's the University Relations Office, so take note. Any engagement with the press means you are only doing that in your private capacity and not on behalf of the university. And please note that names used in your admission cannot be changed. It is only the ladies who can change their names upon the presentation of a marriage certificate during the course of your studies. Yes, some of the ladies may decide to get married in the course of their studies, and they have the right to change their names. And you cannot change your date of birth. I have listed here some of the penalties for breach of discipline. Some of them include warning, reprimand, rustification for a stated period, suspension from the use of university services or facilities for a stated period, this one. Dismissal from the university, and then withdrawal of certificates. So take note. All these regulations, the provost also mentioned that in his welcome address, shall be made available to you through your HODs, student leaders at the halls, and they are also available in electronic forms on our website. So please take note. You are required to acquaint yourselves with these regulations. Ignorance of them shall not be an acceptable excuse for breach. So please take note. When you go to our website, www.knust.edu.gh. There is a link that leads you to the student portal, and there you will have the full student's guide loaded electronically for you to go and read and acquaint yourself with it. That is if you don't have the hard copy, but these would also be made available to you. Thank you very much.
So the presentation will be made available later. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Registrar, for your presentation. We'll take two questions. Any question? Any question? Okay, let me check the online feed and see if Okay. Okay, bring it like this. All right, thank you very much, Madam, for your presentation. I'm sure as we go along, when a question comes that we will require you to respond to, we would call on you. The next presentation is about examination. And for that presentation, we would require, Doc. Okay. All right. So whilst the college exam officer is getting ready to make his presentation, once again, is there any question? Any question? Okay. Yes, question. Any of the TAs here to help me? Doc, you ready? Yes, there's a question in the middle there. There's a comment or question, sort of. Credit hours for mechanical engineering, course registration. I'm sure by the end of the presentation from the college exam officer, we would have this sorted out. Doc, you ready? Okay, let's take the question. Yes.
Hello. Okay. I want to ask, maybe you've met the cutoff point, but you won't get the program.
That didn't come out as a question.
Please, I said maybe they're giving you the cutoff point, and you even got lesser than the cutoff point, but still you didn't get the program.
Lesser than the cutoff.
But still you didn't get.
But I'm still confused. Prof. Donko, you want to help? Yes. Okay, so it will be answered at the department.
The cutoff point is a guide. So after this year's session, where the selection ended will be used as a cutoff point for next year's admission. Is that all right? But it does not guarantee you that if this year electrical cutoff at 9 and we are giving it to you next year as a guide, it doesn't mean if you get 9 you will get electrical. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. So it depends on the competition for the particular year. So if you look at the admission document carefully, it uses the word, the cutoff point is a guide for this year's admission based on last year's admission cutoffs. Is that clear?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Prof. Any other question? Doc, are you ready? Yeah, okay, hold on. Any other question? Registration issues will be sorted out, the departmental engagement. It's not really a problem. You would be taken care of. There are a couple of questions. Can a student major in 2 BSc programs? Doc, are you ready? This question is there. Okay.
Good morning. Oh, the answer to that question is no. We will take you through the university assessments and examinations. My name is Dr. Mensadakwa, Kojo Mensadakwa, but from subsequently, your college examinations officer would be Dr. Mespa Roxen. So you'll get to know her. In the university, you need to be registered to be eligible to write examinations. So once you are registered, and most of you have done it biometrically, you would be admitted into a program. For some of you, civil, I think, geological, you would have opportunity to select an elective course. So an elective course would be what you would call an optional course. So you have French, economics, and then one other course. So if you haven't done that, you can go to your departmental exams officer to do that. It is only registration that qualifies you to write examinations in the university. In other words, if you are not registered for a program, you cannot attend classes for that program. In fact, you are not admitted to attend classes for that program, and you cannot also take examinations. So for the first semester, we are registering you, kind of. From the second semester onwards, you would be responsible for your own registration. It will be opened on time for you to do it, mostly at home before you come to school, but you make sure you do that. You are also required to take or register for your elective courses during the period of the registration. Some of you try to play tricks with us, but if you don't, you will not be admitted to write that elective course. You cannot go for all the lectures and decide what you want to do at what time. Now, where a student fails to register for a course, it will be deemed that you have failed that course. Pre-registration, we're still on that. A student shall attend all lectures, seminars, workshops, practical sections that are prescribed for that course for you to be eligible to write an examinations. And I want to entreat you to go and read the student guide. See, when this law, if you go far of this law, ignorance is not going to help you. So go and read it and make sure that for every course that you're taking, the requirements is what you need to go through before you are qualified to write examinations. Deferment. Deferment is when you decide that you don't want to do a program for a time and then you can take some time off. For first years, deferment is not an option. You must have finished your first year courses or the first year period before you are eligible for deferment. Now, for any reason, if we can have a proof from a medical doctor and also verified by the university system that you had a medical case, legitimate, then it is possible for you to have to defer your first year, but that is normally the only reason. Now, after that, once you finish your first semester or first year, you would have the opportunity to ask for deferment for a maximum of 1 year, and this has to be done 4 weeks when we start the semester. You would write a letter through to your dean, through your HOD, within the first 4 weeks. The grading system, you know, we're talking about examinations here, so we need to discuss how you are graded. The grading system shall normally be a formal examinations, that's your final exams. It's a minimum of 2 hours, and then you shall have continuous assessment. Continuous assessment will mainly be decided by the lecturer, but the major component in there is the mid-semester. And then you can have class tests, assignments. You could even get marks for attending classes, participating in classes. It's all dependent on the lecturer, but that would give you 30%, and the final is 70%. There might be some variations, but all depends on the lecturer, and you would always be told at the beginning of the semester, so you know what to do and how to plan for that. The university grading system is like this. You have 70 to 100, that gives you A, excellent. And then you have 60 to 69.99, that gives you B. You have 50 to 59.99, that gives you C. 40 to 49.99, that gives you a D. And from 0 to 39.99 is a fail. That means you have failed the paper, and we'll talk about that. So pass mark for any course shall be 40%. So for you to say you have passed the course means that you got 40%. We'll talk about CWA. So a mark, what we call the CWA of 45, will guarantee, is a requirement at the end of the year, so we'll discuss that. These other two grades, don't worry about them, we'll discuss them as we go on. So let me quickly take you through how we calculate the CWA. It's important that you know this right from the beginning. So this is a typical example. As a matter of fact, this is an actual example. It's from a student, unknown, student X. So here, when you go into your portal, you would see that you have course codes. That is the courses that you have registered. They will be listed. Then you would have the course names. Now, for every course, it is assigned a credit hour. A credit hour is the total amount of hours you would have to meet a lecturer in a week. So, for example, if we take inorganic chemistry for engineers, this is a 2 credit hour. It means in 1 week, you would meet the lecturer for 2 hours. Is that clear? All right. Now, this particular student here got a mark of 75 for the chemistry, inorganic chemistry for engineers, and these are the other marks that the student got. In our calculation, we have what we call the weighted mark. That weighted mark is the credit hour multiplied by the marks obtained. So these are the marks that the students have here. I don't think you can see that, but that adds up to 1255. So at the end of your first semester, we'll calculate what we call the WA, weighted average. It's not yet cumulative. The weighted average is the total semester weighted mark, which will be 1255 here, divided by the total semester credits, which is the total here, 20. So when we divide that, you get what we call the WA, and that over here gives the student a 62.75. So at the end of first semester, somewhere in April, you would get this as your WA. Now, What I'm just going to show you is a repetition, but from this point on, that is how it will be calculated. Again, you have your registered courses. So in the second semester, you would have to register these courses on your own. These are the course names. The credit hours for the second semester adds up to what? It adds up to what? 18. Now, these are the marks the students obtain. So out of 100, for, say, mathematics, he got 90. And then for general physics, he got 72. Again, we calculate the weighted marks. So at the end of the second semester, the weighted mark was 1461. And the total credits that the person did was 18. Now, to calculate the cumulative weighted average, we will take the weighted mark for the first semester, the weighted mark for the second semester, and add it together. That gives you 2716. And then the cumulative credits is going to be similar for the 2 semesters. So you have 20 plus 18, that gives you 38. So this student at the end of first year would have an average of, 2716 divided by 38, which is 71.47. Now, I told you this is an actual student, so you can see that the person started from an average of 62.75, and then at the end of the first semester, second semester, he got 71.47. That is a very good performance, and I pray you all have such performance. Okay, so what happens after we have written the exams? If you have what we call a deferred course, for some reason, some courses that you are not able to do would be marked as deferred. Those courses plus any course that you had a mark of F is what we call a trail. In the university, if you are failing a course, we say that you have a trail. Now, a student sometimes can be graded incomplete. Incomplete is when, for example, during the examinations, there is a medical case and you were not able to write the exams. You have taken the course all right, but you were not able to write the exams. When it's verified by the university authorities, that is the hospital, then you'll be graded incomplete, and then you can do it some other time. We'll discuss very soon. I think this slide, we'll leave this slide out. A deferred would be if you are not able to take a particular course, but we'll take it later. Now, when you have a trailed course, just like what I showed to you, when you have an F or an I, a DF will not qualify you for what I'm going to say. So when you have a trailed course, we have a third semester, which we call the supplementary semester. We have talked about 2 semesters already. So the third one is a supplementary semester. It's a non-teaching semester. It's when you come and write your trailed courses. Now, students who qualify to write this are those that would be graded an I or an F. So if you have an I for a course, you are qualified. If you have an F, you are qualified. But if you have a DF, you're not qualified. DF means you have not taken part in the course program. So you cannot take the supplementary. Supplementary semesters will be announced, the date and time and everything will be announced, and you would have to adhere by them. Now, a first year, second year, or third year student who obtains a CWA of 40 to 44.99 after supplementary. So you do your first semester, you do your second semester, you do your supplementary semester. If you have a CWA, as I calculated for you, between 40 and 44.99, you would be put on probation. In other words, you would be promoted to second year, but you'll be on probation. Now, if in second year you are not able to go above 44.99, you'll be asked to repeat the second year. I hope it's clear. Now, I hope it's clear. You guys seem asleep a bit. You have to be awake. The semester has started. Now, when you are repeating, your fee status changes a little. Please read the student guide and find out what it is, okay? It's a homework for you. So, first year student upon trailing more than 2 courses after supplementary. So, when we have done the first semester, we have done the second semester, supplementary is done. After that, when we come and you count your trails and it is more than 2, In other words, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to infinity. Then you will be asked to repeat first year. Also, when your CWA, as I showed to you, is below 40, you would be asked to repeat the first year. This is very important. The laws are clear on this. Its application is straightforward. Now, any student, upon absenting him or herself from all courses or programs during the semester without permission, if the university has no information about where you are, what is happening to you, at the end of the academic year, it will be deemed that you have abandoned the program and your name will be taken out of the system. If you want to come back, you would have to go through the old process that brought you back in. So if anything is wrong with you, as much as possible, you have heads of departments, you have academic tutors, please make them aware and you'll be taken through the right process. We also have our counselors around, so if it is something that is related to your, something that needs counseling, they will take you through that. So let's talk about graduation requirements. The provost says that he wishes you all well and hopes to see all of you in 4 years graduating, right? We all wish same for you. But there are rules about that you have to make sure you obey. The first one is that you should have completed the number of credits that is prescribed by that program. So every program has a number of credits you have to finish by the end, minimum, that you have to finish by the end of the 4 years. You have to cross that number, else you cannot graduate. Your CWA must also be a minimum of 45%. So the calculation I just pointed out to you, you need to be above 45 or more. And then you should have satisfied any requirements of the department, first the department, the faculty, and then the college. One such requirement will be, say, your vacation training. So you have to do the vacation training before you can graduate. If you haven't, you cannot graduate. Now, during graduation, we call on names and they go, pick up their certificates. The rule here is that those who had 70 and above is first class. Those are the people the chancellor of the university will stand up for. The pro-vice chancellor will stand up for you. The provost will stand up for you. We expect all of you to be in that range. Then we have second class upper division, that is 60 to 69.99. And then the lower division is 50 to 59.99. And then we have those who have passed, which is 45 to 49.99. Everybody else was here some. They just came to enjoy 4 years. Now, there are times students think that the mark that they have received for a particular course does not reflect their effort that they have put into writing that paper. And the university does give you an avenue to address that. This is a very open university. Now, what you have to do is that once results are released, you will know. Once they are released, you would have, is it 4 weeks? 1 month. You have 1 month within which you would have to petition the university on your issue. You would have to write a letter to the vice chancellor through your head of department, the dean, and the provost. There is an order to it. You don't just cross. And you would write and ask for remarking. Now, when the remarking is done, well, the cost of remarking will be borne by the student. So if it is X amount, you would pay that X amount and the process will be started. Now, after the remarking, if your mark goes higher than your original mark, then you have indicated your money will be paid back to you. But if your mark goes below, you will not be paid that money, and your new mark will be the remarked one. I hope I'm clear. It's fair, right? Once you challenge it, you should be ready to accept anything that comes out of it. But that is the rule. If you have questions, we can talk about that. Okay, the conduct of university examinations, I think I'm running a little fast. I would like you to go and find the student guide and read it. It's very important. Read the student guide. The rules there are applicable at any point in time. And when you come to the exams office and behave as if you haven't seen it before, ignorance, it will not help you. When your phone, for example, is seized during examination, the rule says the English word is confiscated. After that, I don't see any other thing that says would be given back to you. So when you come to the exams office and hope that there is any other law or rule apart from that, it doesn't happen. So make sure you read them and go according to them. I'm not going to take you through all this. The rules are clearly spelled out in your books. I want you to go over them. In the university as well, during all your examinations, you would use only your index number. Don't write your name on your question paper or any paper that you would be using. It's only your index number. I'm sure you guys have your index numbers now, right? Just log on maybe tomorrow to be there. All right, so only your index numbers. In terms of your classes, you will need a timetable, right, to start and know where to go for your class and all that. So I'm sure this is the first time you are all meeting. What you have to do as a group is that when you meet for the first time, try and elect a class president or a leader in the class. You have to do that. And then through GISA, your student leadership, you would be placed on a WhatsApp group with the college examinations officer so that you can have direct link if there are any changes or any information that you need to know. It's very important. So once you guys meet, please do that. Now, most of you have problems reading the timetable, so I'm going to show it to you. Please. The timetable is actually an individual thing. You go and read it on your own and make your own personal timetable. This also goes for the examination timetable. Do not go online and read a summary from a prospective student leader who is saying, this is your timetable. It is not your timetable. That is what the student leader has copied himself. I don't know if it's for him, but if it's for you, you would have to go and copy it yourself. Because on the day when you come and say, I thought my paper was in the morning. I'm sorry, it wasn't in the morning. Maybe it's already written. So make sure you do it on your own. Now, here I'm only going to share with you the teaching timetable. The teaching timetable would have several drafts. So whenever a draft comes out, your class president will know. It will be pasted on the notice board. The main notice board is in the Banfo Kwachi building. Right down there, you'd see a lot of students there. You join them, and then you write your timetable. The other one would be in the Petroleum building, just when you enter on your left. But I also make sure that you get it in a soft copy so that at your own free time, you can pick it up. I think GISA also puts it on their, not here, on their platform somewhere. So make sure you have the original. So whenever the drafts come, you would see the versions changing depending on our constraints. Normally here you have the programs. So we have agric, chemical, civil, computer, like that. And then you would have the times. It's not showing well over here, but that would be the period, the time that you have to go for that teaching. So I'm just going to take one typical box here and tell you what you need to know over there. So your program comes up here. So this, for example, is civil engineering. So if you are in civil, that is what you look for, first year civil engineering. Then right beneath that would be the course code. So when you look at your registration slip, you would see your course codes over there. So that's what you look for, not the course name. Then right under that would be the classroom. Now, you have to take a little bit of time and know the classrooms. When we send the draft, we would also give some information about where the classrooms are. Most of your first year courses would be at the Faculty of Social Sciences. So tomorrow, when you go around, Find somebody, make a friend in Faculty of Social Science and go there and go and see what is happening over there. Apart from that, the rest would be around the college, so you can find those classrooms. But that classrooms will be listed right beneath that. Then the lecturer that is going to teach you would have his or her name here. So if you go to the department office and you're looking for the lecturer, mostly the class president, you would go and say, look, I'm looking for JB or say, he's supposed to teach us CE 151. We don't know who he is. They will definitely direct you to the person. All right, so that is the end of my presentation. The college examinations office is in the Caesar building, this building right here. The students normally call it Vodafone Block. The room number is A409. But let me tell you one thing. The hierarchy of work starts from the departmental exams officers. They are not here, but they actively get involved with you. Every problem you have, I'm sure they can solve it. If they cannot, then we'll go on to the faculty examination officers. If the faculty cannot solve, then it goes to the college exams officer, who is Dr. Ms. Paroxen, and there is a deputy also, but I'm pretty confident that the departmental exams officers would solve most of these problems. All right, thank you. Am I taking questions or?
Three questions. We're taking 3 questions. Who has the microphone? Okay. Yes, 3 questions. Sharp, sharp. So I see questions on biometric registration. All of those will be done very soon. When is lecture starting? Very soon. Yes, any physical question? Oh, over the years, examinations has been the one with most questions. So it looks like in your last, okay, so let's just get to class and then start. Yes, so in the absence of any other question, yes, question? There's, please, questions by force. Okay. No important question here so far. Yes, any question? Those up there, are you with me? Are you with us? Give us a wave. Okay, no question up there too. All right. Our next presentation will be from the college librarian. So whilst we wait to get that set up, we're still waiting for questions. Questions? There are a lot of questions about UTAG. Please, you are not members of UTAG, so let our concerns not be your problem. When is lecture starting? What should you do if you do not receive your credentials? Look. Yeah, it will be sent to you, so don't worry about it. It will be sent to you. A lot of the questions would also be, your concerns would also be, clarified at the departmental orientations when you engage the departmental heads and exam officers. How do you differ from aerospace engineering to computer engineering?
Please, that is not a deferment. That is, deferment means that you are truncating your program for a period of time and you come back into the same program. What you are asking for is a change in your program. You can write a letter to the university authorities, I think VC, something like that, and do it. But let me tell you, it will not work because the rule is that you should have qualified for that program. And most likely you didn't. That is why you are where you are. And where you are is the best place. That is where you're supposed to be. So we don't. Right? It's the best place. You will know very soon.
Yes, it's the best place. Any other question here in the auditorium? Those online, please, we want to get your questions. Defer. Doc, you use the word truncate. Can you elaborate on truncating?
Take a French leave.
Take a French leave. I enter no so I say.
Give it to the Chumota people, they will tell you.
Yes. Okay. How do I access the Wi-Fi? You will get to know. Okay. What is the meaning of CWA? Is cumulative or no? Yes, cumulative weighted average. Thank you, Prof. I didn't expect the question, so I got confused. Please, is there item 13? Okay, please, the credit hours for mechanical engineering isn't up to the minimum. Look, is there any issue we need to?
Please, if it is related to the department, I think you would have departmental orientations, right? Your HOD is here, he will deal with that.
Okay. Still no question here. Are we ready? Okay. Yes, we'll have a presentation from the college librarian.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ekia Santo Abedi Sampini. I'm doing this on behalf of my university librarian. I welcome you to KNUST Library Orientation for 2020-2022 academic year. That's our university library, the main university librarian. One will ask why we are all gathered here. We are all come to the university, but each and everyone has a reason of being here. But at the end of my presentation, you may know why you are here. The topic is, how do you optimize the library we have in KNUST? How do we make good use of it? That's the topic for today. And the outline goes like this. What we mean by KNUST library system, where the various libraries are located, services and facilities available, support and staff. The role of the library is to support teaching, learning, and research of faculty, students, and other researchers. So when we say KNUST library system, we mean the PREMPE, the second library, that's the main library, and the 6 other college libraries. Then we have another one at the basic school. All these libraries come together to deliver information service to enhance the learning experiences of our users. The Prempeh II Library is located at the Great Hall. I don't know, as time goes on, you know all these things. As we mentioned them for the first time, they may look weird, but as time goes on, you know where they are. Prempeh II Library, that's the main library. It's at the Great Hall. And then other colleges, we have 6 colleges: College of Arts, Agric and Natural Resources, Art and Built Environment, Health Sciences, Humanities and Social Sciences, Engineering and Science. But Agric and Natural Resources has 2 faculty libraries, that is Agric Natural Resources. They are all housed at the college. And then Art and Built Environment, we have 3 of them. Faculty of Built Environment Library, Land Administration and Research Center Library, and then Faculty of Arts Library. They are all at the college. Health Sciences has Medical School Library, Pharmacy Library, Clinical Students Hostel Library, Emergency Nursing Library at CATH, Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. And then Humanities and Social Sciences are 3. Business School Library, Law Library, Social Sciences Library, Business School at Business School, Law at the Law Faculty, then Social Sciences at Social Sciences Faculty. Then we come to College of Engineering Library. That one is just 1 block. It's at the top of Banfu Kwache building. We have been mentioning Banfu Kwache building at the top, last floor of the Banfu Kwache building. And then we have the Science Library. That one too is a block at the College of Science, the main block on the 3rd floor. We are saying all these things because our books are housed together, and some of the materials that we'll be looking for might not be in this college library, but it may be somewhere else. That's why you should know what is around you. And this is College of Engineering Library at the top there. That's where the arrow is showing, the whole floor. Then our opening hours, as usual, we have the normal working hour. That's the when school is in session, and then when we are on vacation, we work all throughout. But when school is in session or semester is in session, the main library opens from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then on Saturdays, they open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. That is the Prempeh II Library. But on vacations, they open from Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. Then Saturday, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Then during semester, the colleges have different opening hours. But basically, we all open from Monday to Friday. We don't open on Saturdays. From 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then, during examinations, some colleges do internal arrangements. They extend from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then on vacations, it's from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our resources available are 2, print and digital. The print ones are the books, the ones that you see physically, you can feel them. The books, the thesis, serials, journals, newspapers, special collections, and so on. And then the special collection on Ghana is at the main Prempeh II Library. We don't have it at the college. And then the digital materials, we have our online databases, institutional repository, and some e-books. They are all centered, most of these ones are centered at the main library. But wherever you are, you can access. Those are online public access catalog. We used to have catalogs sitting in the library, but now it's online. So you visit, either you type or you Google http://libcat.knust.edu.gh. I think it's showing over there. It doesn't start with a capital letter. It starts with a small letter. Then, when you click on it, it will lead you to this interface. That is, if you know the title of the book, You write it in there, you input it. If you know the author too, you input in there. Whatever, however way, it will lead you to another interface. Then, for example, all of us do engineering mathematics. So in case I input engineering mathematics, I will get different authors. So you will know whether you are looking for this author on that author's book. So the title is general, but the authors are different. So it means that the materials are also different, even though they have the same titles. Then you click on what you want. Then it will lead you to the next interface, showing you the location. It can be at the main library or the second library or the college. It can also be at the science, because some of the books we use are KIL, that is science, and then ours is T when we get there. So you can get some of the books at the health sciences or college of science or engineering, and then the main library as well. These are the arrangements of the books. Generally, engineering, we use the KIL, that's the science materials, as I mentioned, and then the T. So any material you find at the library, begin with KIL or KIL-A. Engineering, it's also used by engineering. And then T, technology, is also used by the engineering students. So let me go engineering specific. For example, if the class number is prefaced with TA, it means that the books are engineering, civil engineering books. And then TE, highway engineering, roads and pavement. Please, these are examples. Sometimes when you mention and you don't mention a particular area, it looks like they are not part of it. We can't do everything. They are just examples of some of the books and the arrangements in the various libraries. So that's how it goes. All the T, something, T, they all begin with TTT, and then we have QA, which are also part of our materials, but I used only the technology. So when you come to the library location, you will see the shelf. And in the shelf, there will be a shelf guide. And this is the shelf guide. You go through it, and you see whether that's the material you are looking for is in, or is in this shelf or on the particular shelf. So the list there, you go through and see whether the title is in it. And then you check whether the book is on the shelf you are looking for. Sometimes the books will be listed there, but the students will, maybe, I won't say they've stolen it, they've kept it somewhere so that in future when they can come and use. So that's one, you have to inform the staff to assist you. But for the COVID, we used to allow students to borrow books. That's 3 books for 14 days. That's undergraduates. And then 5 books for the graduates, postgraduates. But because of the COVID, we have suspended it. It hasn't come. We haven't come back to it. So when it comes back, you'll be notified. And then if you borrow the book for 14 days and you think you have not exhausted it enough, you can decide to come and renew than keeping it for a very long time. That one you have to pay for a fine. These are the digital resources. When you come first year like this, these things look some way. But as you continue, you come across them. These are our digital resources. And this one, even if you are off campus, you can log into it. Recently, Science Direct is halted. We have some technicalities with it, so we don't have Science Direct. And then Scopus, some of the e-resources, but then they are working on it. Management is working on it. So these are the digital resources. EBSCO, JSOL, Pro, they are all there. The slides will be kept on our website, so you can go look for them. You have to log in. When you want to use the off-campus, you log in with your student's email address, then your ID, your student's number, before you are able to log in. Email, student's email, and their password. Yeah. I think we give you the student's email, then the password is created for you, so that's the one you use to log in with. And the services are normally the lending that I mentioned. And then we have learning commons, but that one is not in any of the college libraries. It's at the main library, and it's meant for, the place is small, so it is meant for the postgraduate students. But every college library has reading or discussion area. Then we have few computers available, internet, Wi-Fi. Sometimes we have some challenges, but we have them. And then we have photocopies for materials that you cannot send out, but they are useful to you. You just tell us the number of copies you want to make, or you tell us the pages you want to photocopy. Then we do it for you at a fee. And then sometimes we run academic training. Sometimes short trainings like how to take notes, how to prepare for examinations. They are drop-in programs. It's not like it is formalized or it is standardized. Sometimes we organize it and then we bring it out for students to register. Depending on the number of students that register, then it is organized for you. Because if nobody registers, there is no point in organizing such. And as I said, drop-in training sessions, learning how to learn at the university, how to prepare for examination, how to make presentations, study steps, finding information, understanding plagiarism, essay writing, and so many of them. Yeah, just few of them have been listed. And then the supports, we have the face-to-face and we have the online. So the face-to-face, each library has an issue counter or help desk. Whatever you need, you go, you ask, and then they provide for you. And we have our various websites, KUST website, we have various colleges websites, we have email inquiries, and all that. There has been a lot of changes in the system. Most of the people have gone on retirement and that. So the staff, I couldn't get all the staff who are managing this place for you. But as time goes on, they will be placed on our website. They are there. Then you go look for them. I hope that you make the library your home, because our aim is to help you achieve your learning goals so that you bring the best out of you. And there are a lot of staff available, as I mentioned. They are there to assist you, help you to get whatever you need for your lectures. I'm a I've mentioned my name. Thank you very much. If there are some questions.
Thank you very much. Questions? Questions? Are there any question? Yes. Whilst the microphone gets to him, college exam officer, there are a couple of questions for you. So, about the exams, okay. Yes, let's have the question for the librarian. Yes.
Hello.
So, okay, say you want a particular book, and then you go around, and then you don't get the book. Can you request from the librarian to get it, like, from outside the school?
Yes, please. We do that as well.
Okay.
Any other question? The chances are that you get the book. KNUST is #1 in Ghana, so there's a reason. Any other question? Okay, so there's a question for the college exam officer whilst we get the college counselor to make her presentation. Now, 1, have we already been registered for our courses, or do we have to print the registration slip so the HOD or somebody in charge of this registration thing can approve that, yes, we have been registered for the courses we confirmed?
So you have been registered for the courses. Now, there are some departments that will require you to print it and bring it to the department office. So what I'll just tell you is that go ahead, log on, and print it so that you are sure you have registered. And also, you will need that to go to the timetable. You need to know the courses that you are offering. So it will be good for you to print it out. If the department is requiring you to bring it to the department office, please do so, but you have all been registered. Now, this is except for those who have to take, you have been registered, all right, but if you have to take elective courses, those ones have not. So you would have to register as French, economics, and then another one. All right, so you would have to select just for 2 programs, I think civil and then geological, maybe.
How do we know the meaning of the subject codes, and are we supposed to commit it to memory?
Yeah, up to some level, yes. But the course codes are very synonymous to your program. So, for example, if you are in electrical, every course that is offered in your department would have the EE. So you have EE 151, EE 157, that is you are in first year. So when you go to second year, you'd see a lot of EE 25 something, EE something. But if it's a board course, like math, then you would have the course as math 151 or 152. But as much as possible, you need to know those courses. Students normally have names they give to these courses. I'm sure you'll pick up that language very soon. Some, they name it as a lecturer. So you hear we're going for Araba. I don't know what it is, but you figure it out.
You hear you are going to Klogo. If a paper is written and an undesired grade is obtained, let's say a C, will you be given a chance to write it again to better it?
Okay, so listen to this carefully. In the university or in KNUST, you have one chance to write your exams, just one. So in the semester, you do your mid-semester, the continuous assessment, and then you write an exam at the end of the day. Whatever grade you get is on your transcript. You can't make any change to it. The only change you can make is when you have failed that paper, and then you come and write it again. So whatever grade you get is cast in stone. So you better make sure you are making A's. Don't think you make a B and then you want to later cancel that and then go and make another one for an A. I hope I'm clear on that. Is this clear? All right. Yeah, course registration is ongoing. So whenever you do the biometric, it means you are here in person. So you would be registered.
You are responsible for registration. You are supposed to consciously make the effort that I am here to do the course. Nobody will do it for you. Okay, you have to do your own registration. That is a sign.
And are you people, you have centers where they are doing the registration by the biometrics? Okay, so for the registration, throughout the week, the IT guys will set up points at, right outside the auditorium, so you can come there and do it throughout the week. So there is enough time for you to do the registration.
There are also concerns about login, your credentials, your email address, KNS email address, passwords, and so on. It is going to be sent to you via the numbers you used in the application process. So if you use your mother or father, please call them to send you that. That has been texted to you. Okay, if you use your mother's number or your father's number, alternatively, you go to the Casely Hayford building and ask for UITS. Ask for UITS and you will get the details for the your credentials.
Okay, so you will need this number, 024-227-1 0325, 024 227 0325. This is the UITS rep for the college. If you have any problems, please send him a message. Don't call. Just send a message to him on WhatsApp and he would rectify it for you if he can. 024 227 0325. That is for only login issues, please. Only login issues.
We have set up a help desk.
Okay.
So this is the number. These are the numbers.
Okay. Okay. All right. So there is also help desk available for you. So take these numbers as well. 0322 494281. And then you have 0322 062975 or 76. I'm not repeating it, so.
Okay, so the college librarian left some flyers at the entrance. Try and pick one so you get yourself well informed about the college library. Ni, are we ready? Okay, so Doc, you still have some questions. So, will a failed exams be recorded in the transcript? Thus, if you pass your rewritten failed exams, will it be recorded that you failed once?
Okay. Yes. That is actually the answer to the question. Now, listen. I showed you 3 semesters, right? The first semester, the second semester, and then the third semester. The first 2 semesters, when you trail any paper, you would write it in the third semester. All those would be on your transcript. So if you followed the calculation I was going through with you, what that means is that when you trail a paper, your denominator would increase. Can you see that? Now, whenever your denominator is increasing and your numerator is not increasing that much, your average will be what? What will happen to your average? This is basic mathematics. So, in fact, stop thinking about supplementary if I were you. Start thinking about how to finish the first, get good grades in the first 2 semesters. But yes, all those 2 things, those 2, the course, the one that you have failed and the one that you have passed would be on your transcript. Also, some terminologies we have used here that maybe you are not following. If we say HOD, that is the head of department. So if you are in civil, you would have a head of department. Then we have also used terms like DEO, I think. That is the departmental exams officer. CEO is college exams officer. UITS is University Information Service, something like that. He will tell you.
You understand the course of your stay here. Okay, so the college counselor is ready, but I saw a question. Yes, if a student trails a course and rewrites it, which result will be used in calculating your CW? Both. Both. Okay, both. Yeah. So that's about it, and we invite the college counselor to give us a presentation.
Good morning. Permit me to remove my face mask so that you can see my face. So I'm here to introduce the KNUST Counseling Center to you, and also my office as a college counselor to you. What we do, I will talk about managing your time as students and also your relationships as well. So let's get going. Okay, so my name is Dr. Mrs. Elizabeth Anochwa Safofojo, which is very long. You can just call me Abena or Anochwa, and I'm okay with it. So this is my details. I am the College of Engineering counselor. My email address and then my contact number is also there. My office is in the Banfo Kwachi building, also called the aeroplane building. It's the building with the aeroplane in front. The first floor, on the side that is facing the aeroplane. When you get to the first floor, there's a lecture hall there, then my office comes after that lecture hall. I also have another office in this building. It's at the commercial area. It's in the Dean of Students building. You come there, my room number is 7A. So I have days that I am here and then days that I'm there. But I'm in my office here most of the time during the week. So you can find me here or in this building as well. Okay. So the KCC is a mental health facility that is dedicated to providing a safe space for this, mental health problems and improvements or whatever it is of staff, students, and then their dependents, and also we attend to the general public. That's basically what we do. We have well-trained counselors and clinical psychologists who provide a very safe and respectful, confidential and compassionate counseling services to you for your development, for your mental health development, for your mental health well-being. Basically, that's what we do. So these are some of the staff that we have at the center. So we also have skilled helpers. They are basically members of the senior members of the universities, of the university that have volunteered to support us in the administration of our duties. They have been certified para-counselors to support the work of the counseling center at the various colleges and departments. So these are some of them and some of the training sessions that we had with them. We also have peer counselors. Peer counselors are basically students who assist counselors in the work that we do. So they are just your mates. Sometimes it's difficult for you to come to us. Maybe you would want to discuss your issue with a student or a colleague instead of coming to us. So these people have also been trained to help and assist you in various ways as well. Students can also, just as I said, they are students, so you can also apply to be a peer counselor if you want to. You can volunteer, but you'd have to be a continuing student. So you can, I think we'll open up for applications sometime next semester. And then you can pick up a form, apply, and then become a peer counselor. Okay. So, yes, so that's what I have said, basically. They also have, the peer counselors have Counselors Corner. It's on the Focus FM, which is the university's FM station, 94.3. They have programs on Mondays and Thursdays, and they discuss academic, social, financial issues, and so many other issues. So you should try and listen to them. It will be very helpful for you. Okay, so the services that we provide, we provide individual counseling and therapies, couple, family therapy. We also provide them. We help with crisis management. We have counseling training programs for the support staff and other people. We also have seminars for students, and then we have career counseling workshops too as well. Annually, we have the Emotional Health Awareness Week. That includes a free health screening service. So it's available for you. Look out for it. We will come up, and then you make sure that you attend the program as well. So we also provide support for persons with disability. And we also conduct research to inform and enhance the practice. For persons with disabilities, we help them with accommodation, like seeking accommodation, some financial problems, academic, especially examination issues. We also provide assistive devices and basically general counseling. So these are the counselors then contact for the various colleges and their counselors. Yeah. And then we also have the IDL, which is a distance education. We also have one counselor dedicated to that. So, okay, so this is our hotline. You can pick it if you want to, just in case you need someone to talk to as well. You can just take this information and then contact us. Okay, so let's get to managing your time and social life on campus. Okay, so we'll look at the differences between the university and high school life, how you are managing your time, and also your social life here on campus. University, the education here is purposely for you to be able to think independently and solve your problems. And it's also very holistic, as in it encompasses so many other aspects of your life. So if you look at it, it's academic, social, psychological, and emotional aspects of your life. That's what is going to happen to you possibly in your 4 years here. And we are going to try and help develop it in one way or the other. So it's quite different from your high school. You know, as you can see, when you're coming in, you weren't carrying your box now, or trunks. Now you're carrying your suitcase and you're coming. So, yep. Here you'll be treated as an adult and not a child. So you don't have teachers and adults, parents to remind you that get up, go and learn, or get up, go and bath, go and do this. There's no prep time, there's no bell to wake you up in the morning as it was in the SHS. So you have to manage your time. And there are so many things that can distract you, that can get you away from focusing on your academics. So you need to manage your time very well. If you know you have a lecture at this time, you wake up and prepare for it. Okay. And if you look at the academic work too, SHS, quite small. University is very chunky. You have mid-semesters, exams, so assignments, presentations, so many other things that you need to do here. So it's quite chunky for you. And so it will be good to develop, to have group discussions as well, which we will go through later. So just as I said, the workload is very high. And there are different teaching and learning methods that you would have to develop or acquire to help you achieve your academic goals. Just as I said, you have lectures, you have final examinations, and this is not YX. So you need to study for your exams at the end of every semester. If you fail, you can get the opportunity, but just as the exam officer explained, it can reduce your CWA. So try as much as possible to make it the first time, and then you are done. Okay. So the secret to being successful in the university is just balancing your life and managing your time very well. So let's look at some time management skills that you can develop. So time management is just generally the ability to plan and exercise control of your time spent on activities so that you are able to use your time effectively and productively, right? So you can decide to set goals, right? And then targets that you may want to achieve at every point of your academic journey. So in the setting of the goals, you can set short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals. Short-term goals could be maybe at the end of the week, I should have studied this, I should have finished studying this course, I should have done this, this, and that. Medium-term, by the end of a month, I should have had these group discussions, I should have done this, I should have done that. Long-term, maybe at the end of the academic year, I would want to have a 80% CWA or 90% CWA. Then your short-term goals should be able to help you achieve the long-term goal that you set for yourself, right? And you should also know yourself, know your peak times. If you know that if you study in the morning at dawn, it's good for you, make sure you wake up at dawn to study. If you know that if you study in the evenings, it's good for you, study at that time. Afternoon, look at yourself, know yourself, and the times that you're able to grasp very well. The duration, I can study for 1 hour. After 1 hour, nothing will stick. So you can take a break, and then you go back to studying. So make sure that you know yourself and plan your time according to those targets. And also, it's very, very important that you believe in yourself, right? Because you have gotten this far. So believe that you can do it, you can achieve whatever it is that you are here to achieve. Set those goals and work towards it, and you will achieve it. Set SMART goals. Make sure that your goals are specific, they are significant, they are measurable. So I'm setting short-term goals. I need something that you can use to measure that I have been able to achieve this particular goal. Make sure that they are meaningful. They are also motivational, so they will motivate you to do whatever it is that you want to achieve. Let it be attainable, achievable, acceptable for you according to your times. It should be action-oriented, right? And you should also agree upon it, like, this is what I want to do. It should be realistic, relevant, reasonable. It should be time-bound. So set those goals. Just as I said, 1 week, by the end of this week, this is what I want to achieve. You make it that way, you are able to achieve it successfully. There are also extracurricular activities that you would be engaged in, and these things can also be distractions, or they can help you to also achieve whatever it is that you would want to achieve. So make sure that you set your priorities right. You have a to-do list. This is what I want to do at the end of every day. Before then, you have a to-do list for the following day, so that you know that I have to go for lectures, I have to go to the library, I have to do this. Then you'll be checking them off. At the end of the day, you go back, go over it, what you were able to achieve, you check it off. What you haven't, you can push it to the next day or whatever, okay, so that it will work for you. And also strategize, have group discussions as well. They are very, very helpful. You find among yourselves, some of your colleagues, that you share similarities or whatever, people that can help you to achieve your academic goals. So you have those group discussions with them, you set those groups up, and then you have group discussions, and it will be very helpful for you. Okay, so in all of these, there are things that are very, very important when you come here. There are things that are not important. There are also ones that are very urgent and the ones that are not very urgent. The very important and urgent ones are very necessary, so you try to reduce them. So if you know that you have a deadline, it's pending, it's coming, and you haven't worked on it quickly, it's important and it's urgent. It's an academic deadline. Make sure you get it out of the way to reduce the burden on you. If it's important but it's not urgent, take your time, right? Give yourself some time to go through it and then plan towards achieving that particular goal that you want to, or problem or crisis that you are facing. There are ones that also appear urgent, but they are not important. Those ones are distractions. They will come and distract you, so look out for them, and you manage them or you take them out completely. And there are times that are not urgent and not important. They are just there to waste your time. So delete those ones from your life. Okay. So just as I said, you manage important and urgent. You focus on important but not urgent. You avoid urgent but not important things. And you limit the not important and not urgent ones as well. Okay. So your social life on campus, it is also important for your holistic development that you engage in your social activities as well. So there are various groups here that you can engage in. There's also relationships that you may also get into. And so you need to look out for those ones as well. But make sure that you prioritize your academics above all of these things. And you meet individuals in the rooms, your roommates as well. Talk to them, have discussions with them, and whatever it is, maybe you may have problems or whatever, try and sort them out very well. If it is beyond you, you can come to my office. We'll talk about it. We'll look for ways to help you to overcome those issues. Also look out for wifely, especially with romantic relationship. I mean, I can't stand here and tell you not to engage in something like that if you want to. But make sure that you are prioritizing your academics. Some of you come and you become wives and husbands. Please, please look out for those things. If you think that you are becoming too much of a wife or a husband, I beg you, cut down on those things and then concentrate on your academics as well. So respect yourself, don't pretend at all. Respect other people. You are all coming from different backgrounds. You're coming to meet new people. You're going to interact with them. And those people are going to help shape you emotionally, psychologically, academically, whatever, religiously and everything. So it's important that you interact with these people. It's very, very important. But limit them if it's going to affect your academics. I think that's it, yeah.
Thank you very much, our college counselor. I hope we are all very clear with this. It looks like oftentimes we come and we have issues and we don't know who to talk to. The university is a big place and we have all these support services, so don't hide. We find our students have issues, whatever issues, from if you can't go to the counselor, your academic tutors are there, your HODs are there, the peer counselors are there. So everything has been provided for you. Please, do you have any questions? We can take 1 or 2 questions if we have any. Okay. GSK, do you have any question? Okay. Or you are very clear with everything, or you consult later.
How do you apply to join student counselor volunteers? How do you apply?
So, as I said, the peer counseling forms will be available. You'd have to come to our office at the KCC, the Dean of Students at the commercial area. When you come there, you come and pick a form. I think there's one of the peer counselors is also coming to assist. You come and pick a form, and then you'll be called for interviews. And you want to come in, Martin? Yeah, you can come and help.
Thank you very much, Mommy. We are the peer counselors. We assist you in your various halls, colleges, departments. If you want to be part of us, you see any of the executives around, we can be located in this cloth, or we are wearing a Lacoste indicated KNUST peer counselors. See us and you register your name. When the recruitment is due to, the Dean of Students will send you SMS notification on your school Vodafone. I'm sure you are yet to receive that, but you'll be receiving it very soon. Please keep it active because that's where the Dean shares vital information to you. And when it's due, you will be called for interview and the process continues. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. I think it's okay. Yeah, thank you very much.
We are distributing our contacts, the contacts of all the counselors, and our hotline too as well. So they will be distributed amongst you guys. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, we would call on the facilities manager, the college facility manager, to give us his presentation on how to manage the environment around us. Can we put our hands together for him? Mr. Odro.
Before Mr. Odro takes the microphone. There's a question that says that is the counseling services offered for free? And it is, yes, very free. Very, very, extremely free. And I will encourage you to take advantage of it. Very, very important that you see free counseling. It's very good.
All right, thank you very much. This is a brief one on maintenance of it's basically on maintenance of university facilities and environmental cleanliness at the college, the role of students. That is where our main focus is. So we shall proceed. We'll first of all look at what facilities are. We look at what facilities are, and in simple terms, we say a facility is anything that eases or supports our work. And so if we have an office for the college facility officer, we are saying he's providing support systems or support services for the core business of the college. And we all know that the core business of the college is teaching and research. So whatever is within the capacity of the facilities officer to assist in this directive, that is what he is doing. And the facilities, we have two main forms. The movable ones, also known as chattels, and then the unmovable ones known as the fixed assets. And so here we could see some in green and then red. Those in green are the movable ones. For example, the microphone I am holding is a facility, it's movable. And then the building itself, the auditorium, is not movable. So that's the fixed asset. They are the two main assets of the college. I'm sure you can read, so there is no need to go over. Yeah, so this is the business school block. It is a fixed asset, and we have tables and chairs over here. They are movable assets. Now, ownership and right of use. Who owns these facilities? Who owns these facilities? It is you and I, because we are in a community, and whatever happens in the community affects or influences in one way or the other you and I. And so we are the owners of our facilities in the college or the university. And so we have to ensure that we are making good stewards of our facilities. We have to ensure that we are making good stewards of our facilities. And we have every right to use any of the facilities at our disposal. Just that we have to be very cautious and careful in how we are using our facilities. Now, the student's role in maintaining facilities. Normally, when you visit the washrooms and sometimes the standpipes around, you see the taps running. And we realize that most students, after using them, they fail to turn them off. For whichever reason, I do not know. And so we are admonishing that whenever you use any of our taps, you kindly close them. We should try to avoid any form of writings on our walls. During examination, some students, they use their pencils, the graphite, they try to smoothen it on the desk or sometimes on the walls and on the tables. These are not acceptable because you end up making those ones dirty, and it doesn't augur well for the image of the college or university. And then we should try to avoid leaning our legs onto walls. Many a time you see students at the frontage of buildings, or they stand beside the building, and then their position is this way. By the time you realize, the foot of your shoe has already soiled the surface of the building. And it really accrues loss of cost to the college, which consequentially the students bear them. And so I would entreat or urge all students that you don't stand whilst leaning one of your legs against the wall. It isn't ethical, strictly speaking. This is another serious issue. Yes. From senior high schools, we have perpetuated this act. We continue to squat, some stand. And last semester, I was in my office and I heard boom. I said, come on, something has happened. There was this lady who had fallen from the WC. I'm serious about it. She sustained serious injuries. But the issue was, it was her own fault. And so not even the college could have come to her aid. Because there was no point in standing on the WC. That is what she said. She was standing on it. Why? I would plead with you to avoid any such. You know, the more you stand on it, the weaker the pause become. And another issue is, once you stand on it, a colleague will come and sit on it. In the strict sense, you are transferring bacteria from the soles of your feet to the person who sits on it. And it's not a good hygienic practice. Let us put a stop to it. The issue of vandalism. A couple of years ago, we all heard what happened in KNUST. That was a mega one, but in our own small way, we continue to perpetuate that act. And I'm saying this because sometimes you visit any of the facilities and you realize that this particular equipment or tool was struck by an object. Some students, they hit a facility with an object, then they destroy it. And the general perception is, we have paid for it, and so we have every right to use it whichever way we want. That shouldn't be the issue or scenario. Let us all try to stop the vandalism. Yeah, you could see the benches over here. When you go the Bamford Kwache building, behind Bamford Kwache building, we have these students' benches over there. They are all broken as a result of some of these things. We know we have student politicians amongst us, and this is where we start grooming ourselves. We decide to paste posters of our candidates or our favorite persons. Sometimes it is adverts of our products that we are selling. Here is an organized community. We do not paste notices anyhow. If you think the notice is of utmost importance to the college or student body, then you are right to come, seek permission, and paste the notice at the appropriate place. Make sure you do not litter around with your notices. There are some who go to the extent of even climbing tall buildings to mount banners. If you are not lucky and you fall, you wouldn't have anyone to blame. And so we would urge you not to continue such acts. And then in our lecture rooms, sometimes the numbers by far outweigh the number of seats or chairs and tables that we have. If it is within the same building and it's possible to get a chair or table from the next classroom, then you are good to go. But then we have situations where students move tables and chairs from one building unit to the other. When we do that, we end up weakening the tables and chairs. And so we do not advise that we continue such things. And then whenever we visit our facilities and there is any unfortunate situation there, I think it's ideal to report to the college facilities officer. Geomatic students especially, sometimes during their survey practice, they use their ranging poles to destroy some of the underground pipes. It's not intentional. They are just doing their field work, but then they end up destroying them. In that case, try as much as possible to report to the facilities officer. Because several occasions we've been to the back of this building and you have about 5 points where the pipes are burst, and it doesn't augur good because we end up wasting so much water. The louvers in the classrooms, of course, you will try to open them in case there is any such casualty. Make sure we are aware for swift action. There may be cases in our lecture rooms where you will fix the extension board, and when you try to pull it out, it's stuck in. You have to report them. Some sockets might be open. You know, you can fix it right now. The next moment a person comes to use it, a fault may occur. So if you're a student or a class rep and you notice any such thing, it's more important to report to us first. If you try to service it yourself, you may end up causing fire or even risking your own life. And so kindly be reminded that upon seeing any such thing, you will notify the facilities officer. And then we have to be very cautious of wet floors. In the mornings, those who have lectures as early as 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., it's very likely that then we will come and meet cleaners still working. When you realize that they are working or mopping the place up, you can ask the person, is the place dried enough for me to move on? If no, then you wait or look for another route. But if there is no such route, please do not go and fall, because if you sustain any injuries, though it will be a burden to us as a college, you will be the one most affected. Environmental cleanliness. I classify it as the wholesomeness of one's surroundings. We have to make sure that our surroundings are very wholesome, so that whenever strangers or visitors come around, we will be proud of ourselves. We have to adhere to the COVID protocols by washing our hands, using the sanitizers, and then also wiping them and dumping them in the dustbins provided. We have to ensure that we do all of that. And then the refuse bins that we have provided at the various vantage points. You realize that they throw it as though they are playing basketball. We admonish you to refrain from all of that. Make sure you don't litter the place. Put them into the refuse bins. And then we have lots of lawns around. Lots of lawns around. But then students and shortcuts, we are all fond of that. Make sure you do not create any unwanted pathway in a lawn. Lawns are very expensive to maintain. Lawns are expensive to maintain. And so if you decide to tread on lawns, you may end up causing cost to us. Unfortunately, there are reptiles around. And so if the walkway created for you is too small and you decide to go there, it's at your own risk. Now, parking of student cars. We have lots of car parks here, basically for the lecturers. But then if fortunately for you bring a car, make sure you park it appropriately, so that we do not block any other person's movement. Lecturing in classrooms, and especially in this auditorium, we have spaces provided for water bottles. You realize that they drink water, they keep packing. We will be the same persons to come and sit here. Then we will be complaining of mosquito bites in the auditorium. Please make sure you do not do that. Group meetings at unauthorized places, especially in the stairway. You see a couple or 3 students sitting there discussing. Please, that is not an appropriate place to have your meeting. There are so many merits to compliance of some of these things. One, you prevent injuries to yourself, and then it's also a way to quickly resolve issues, and then generally the academic environment will be improved. You do that, we are good to go. The disadvantages, of course, will be causing lots of damages to the image of the university. Maintenance costs will be increased, for which I am saying that consequentially, the students will bear that cost. Whilst I conclude, I would say that if any of you needs the space we have in the auditorium for a program, I would wish that you come to the facility officer's office, inquire about its availability, and further directives will be given you. Here, we do not eat in lecture rooms or auditoriums. You may drink water, but then make sure you dispose it of appropriately. But where you are given the chance to have a program here, you are not permitted to eat. You do that as a fine. And of course, we have our own way of implementing that. I'll take your questions and answers if there are any, and then we'll bring this session to a close. Thank you. The facility officer's office is in this very building. It's at the frontage. The last office on your left, from where I am standing, that is the last office on your left. So you see this main entrance here. The next office is my office. We have the washroom after it, and then one office there. That is the office of the facilities officer. You can come there anytime, whenever you have a problem.
Thank you. Please, do we have any questions? Okay, nobody's hand is up, so I believe we understand how to use the facilities around us. Thank you very much, Ms. Odru. I think they'll consult you if they need any further assistance. Thank you very much. The next presentation is on security issues on campus. So we invite the head of the college security to give us that presentation. Or we want to stand up and stretch a bit. We can stand up and stretch a bit. If you are tired sitting down for all this while. Yes. So that you can just stand up, stretch a bit, and then take your seats whilst we prepare to listen. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I will lead you in doing the exercise. For the students, all of us, let us stand up. So on your feet, up. It's good for your own health and to bring back the alertness because you are tired, I can see. Now stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, so look at the person on your left and then give him what we call what? Fist greeting because of COVID. Left, right, and say congratulations. Okay, now you can take your seat. It's working. It's not working. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to congratulate you for gaining admission into this prestigious university, the best university in the whole world. If you don't agree, we'll collect our admissions back and you go back home. Do you agree? Great. Okay, you connect to us some reason. Okay. Good. So this afternoon, I'm here to discuss with you general and personal security on campus. But before that, let me know by hand how many of you went to online for the virtual orientation. Let me see by hand. Few. How many of you have received what we call security tips, especially from the halls on your WhatsApp platforms? Let me see by hand. So start sharing those WhatsApp security tips that you have sent. Share it, okay, among yourselves. It means a lot of you didn't view the virtual orientation. It's working now. Okay. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Lieutenant Colonel Kobaishen, your head of security. So I'm going to protect you for the 4 to 6 years stay if you're going to do your master's or your program is up to 6 years, to make sure that we do our best to protect you. But the main reason of this presentation is to assure you that the university has put in place security measures to ensure that you come and do your program safely, finish, and then go back safely as you came. So we have security arrangements that we will say set of security measures. So it starts from you having the security challenge and then reporting. Immediately you report, we will know what to do. If the case is to go to the Dean of Students, we will refer to the Dean of Students. If it is to go to a certain quarter, we will refer. If it's your provost, your head of department is to come in, we will do that. If he has to go to the police, we'll also do that. So the important thing is for you to report immediately you have any security issue to any security officer you see on campus. And then we will follow in that order. That is what we call the set of security measures that we have. We are having this interaction also to create security awareness on campus for you. And then continue with you telling you what you are supposed to do, not to do. That is the security tips that will be given you. I know some of the halls, you have started orientation. The hostels, they will come to the place and then give you security orientation. Everything that they tell you, please take it seriously, observe them, and practice them. Because when you report, we will ask you, were you orientated? When you come and you say yes, then we'll look at your face and we don't know whether you should smile or you should cry, because we have told you and we'll continue to tell you. One thing you also have to know is that we can do all these things, but you also have to play a role in ensuring what? Your own what? Security. So as we are telling you, we also plead with you to get a commitment from you to make sure that you are safe, your colleagues are safe, and then the whole university becomes a very safe environment for you to go about your program peacefully without any problem. So I'll quickly talk about general security situation, give you some basic security measures, introduce KNUST security services to you, and give you emergency contact numbers that you have to write down when I bring it up. And then I'll say bye-bye and wish you well. Since you came, I believe you've seen that the campus is generally calm. You are moving about, viewing the greenery, everything, the buildings, and you are happy, isn't it? Some of you are WhatsApping and sending friends. Charlie, this is the KNUST campus, oh, this is where I do, this is my home, this is that, oh. Freely without any problem. But one thing is that once you are here, you bring a lot of valuables, a lot of electronic gadgets. And so once those things are there, you do what? You attract criminals to you. So immediately students come on campus, you see other people who like to get 100 CDs a day, 50 CDs a day, trooping in. Why? They know that some of you will not listen to this advice and leave your phone there. So they will pick it, go and sell it, get 100 CDs, and then be happy that day. The next day they will come. So your presence brings a lot of criminals onto campus, making you vulnerable. And what do? They capitalize on your vulnerability. Now they know that you don't know a lot of places. So we say you are a zombie, so you'll be roaming, and then they will be monitoring you. We will tell you that when you are sleeping, make sure you lock your door. You will not lock it. It's negligence, and they know. So you'll be browsing with your phone. Instead of you to lock it when you are feeling asleep, you'll be browsing now, you hold it like this, and somebody will come and then pick it nicely and say, thank you for giving me a phone, and then go and sell it. So they play on your vulnerability and then the negligence on your part. Negligence being that we will tell you that do this and you don't want to do it. If you don't do it, it comes with consequences. And you have to also note that it is not only outsiders. Keep it here. Students themselves. About 60% of theft cases on campus are perpetrated by what? Students. So, as you are sitting here, some people, they have been thieves from primary school, secondary school. They have come here, they have come to get their degree in thievery. And it's a fact. So the person sitting next to you, behind you, if you don't know that person, will tell you, you treat the person as a stranger until you become familiar with everybody and your whereabouts on campus. Majority of the theft cases are perpetrated by students. Now you are freshers. When the continuing students come, they also bring their own problems. Hello? Good. So the general security threats that you are likely to face on campus are theft, robbery, burglary, fraud, assault, sexual harassment, stalking, blackmailing, drug or substance abuse, and its related issues. These ones, the assault and this normally occurs between what? Students. And when it happens, like I told you, we have a way of solving it. But please, for this one, you came here to study. So this one, you have to be very careful. I'm talking from experience, not to try it at all. Because they will try to introduce you. And at the end of the day, by the time you reach your second year, you'll be off. You will start doing some combinations, tramadol and what have you, and we will receive a call that you are cutting yourself with glass. It's happening. So when they try to introduce you, please run away. So the first one is the commonest security incident, that is the theft. Commonest. And what happens? They target mobile phones, laptop, tablets, your money, something they can easily pick, and then what? Go and sell. And like I said, for emphasis, perpetrators could be either students or non-students. What do? They pretend like they are what? College students. So they will be sitting here wearing nose masks nicely, also playing with their phone. They have their own generated student ID, everything. So ID number, they have it. It is there. Some of them, they came, they have been rusticated, but they know the system. So they will come and sit with you. When you leave your laptop unattended, you say, okay, you want to go and pay your water bills. You know it. You are in the library, you want to go and pay your water bill somewhere. The water bills I'm talking, you know. Going to visit the ladies or the gents. You leave your laptop there. You not come and meet it. It is gone. When you are going, carry it and go there with it. Hello? Good. And then they manage to get duplicated keys. So your friends, you are sharing a key. You make a mistake, you give it to somebody you think you know. The person goes to make a copy. Whilst you are in the lecture hall, he has a spare key. You have handed over your key to the hall assistant or the hostel assistant. You go, your room is not broken into, but your laptop is missing. It means that person is having a spare key. I will tell you what to do when it comes to key control. And then they use excuses, this guy. So you see them moving, trying to say, oh, I'm selling something. Do you have some items that I can wash for you? Oh, I'm looking for this person. As they are doing that, they are monitoring your movement and your routine. And once you become negligent, they go in for your item. Phone, tablet, jewelry, those things, and it is gone. So that is the way they operate on campus. For robbery on campus, it's not a common occurrence, but occurs mostly en route when you are going to hostels off campus. Okay, during the night. And we'll be telling you that you have to walk in pairs for now. And at a certain time, you don't have to even move until you have somebody. Then they will know that, oh, this lady, and these days, I don't know, you go, you are putting all the earphones, everything on. Okay, you are holding your phone. You are listening to Batman, Shatawale, and then you are shaking your you. So the noise you are making, you are not hearing them. So as you are dancing, you are going, they are also dancing. And they raise somewhere, they will tell that, thank you for dancing. The dancing is enough. Give me your phone. They will take it and go away. That's what they do. And all because you have not been security conscious on what you are supposed to do. So they usually occur, when it's on campus, then it is at isolated areas where darkness, you move around 11 o'clock, then you see you alone, you want to pass there. And they know, so they will go and hide. When you come, they will ambush you and collect your item. So normally they use element of surprise, they will go and hide in the bush. So we'll tell you that always avoid certain parts. Always do that, avoid. They use all manner of weapons, though they have toy guns, they have knives that they will use to scare you. They disguise themselves sometimes as taxi or Uber drivers, boat drivers. And around 11 p.m. you are going, one person, you call Uber, or you see a taxi cab, a lady, you think you are beautiful, you have all the statistics, the shape, everything. The car comes, you stop it. Driver is there. Two people are at the back. And because you want to show that you have body, one will open the door for you, then you go and sit comfortably, and they will drive you away. So this is what that is the other tactics that they do or they apply. And another issue, fraud. Fraud, again fraud. They impersonate. They are this, they are that, they are this, they are college students, they are all this, president, they are this, they are this. Then they start taking money from you and deceiving you. That is impersonation. Rainmaker method. They will send message to you. They said you have won lottery, or there's some 1,000 CDs hiding somewhere. We are prepared to give you free. So you give us 200 Ghana cedis and let's use it to process it so that you get 1,000 cedis free. Students, very greedy. You have not worked. You want 1,000 cedis. So you send the 200. And then now you come to our office and you be crying that somebody has taken your 200 Ghana cedis. It happens a lot and it will happen. That is why we are telling you. Hello? Spiritual cleansing, another issue we are facing. Holier than thou, they are angels. They will come and preach to you, try to convince you to their church. As you are here, you have your church, you have your mosque, you are Christian, you are animist, whatever. Please stick to it, to the extent that they can convince students, and students will pack their things and leave campus, that education is not good. Yes, and it will happen. I'm happy you are smiling. So we are telling you, when they come, run away from them or report to the nearest security or any of the lecturers, and we'll come for them. Meanwhile, their children are attending school, but they will tell you that school going is not good. They will manage and convince you and indoctrinate you. You see your family and you are not prepared to see your father, you are not prepared to see your mother because they are angels, they are devils. Please, it's happening. Hello? It's another issue. That's Good Samaritan. He come as if he's come to help you before you realize he has taken your bag away. If you don't have time, it's a short presentation. Like I will cite a lot of examples. Recruitment accommodations come, and it's happening. You know, accommodation is now hot cake, so it's going on. As you are about graduating, they will come with a lot of juicy appointments. They are lying. Give me 50. Let me start processing this for you so that you get employment. So they will collect 50 times 1,000 students. How many? How much is that? Then they are gone. So be guided by that. Relationship and courting method also happen. So funny. You will fall in love with somebody. At the end of the day, the person is what? Blackmailing you. So if you are going to fall in love, don't fall in love with all your heart, your liver, your intestines, and all those things, please. the heart leave half. So that when they break it, it's only half that's going to be broken. Hello? You don't know how but they will, at the end of the day, start demanding money. Make sure they get your nude pictures and then hold on to it and tell you that if you don't give me money, I'm going to broadcast it. When such a person tries, quickly report to us. We have a way of dealing with that person. So after telling you all this, what am I supposed to tell you to do to prevent it? And that is what is on this major slide, basic security measures and precautions. First one is that by all means you go out. So we are telling you that one, avoid walking in the dark or near bushy and isolated areas, whether lit or otherwise. Remember, the tactics they use is to what? Go and hide somewhere. And if they see that you are alone, you are walking, you are putting those earpieces in your ears and listen to Shatawale, that is where they will spring up. So we are telling you that avoid it. Avoid using shortcuts, footpaths. As much as practicable, avoid talking to strangers. This is where the fraudsters get you. So for now, treat anybody you don't know on campus as a stranger. The person is calling you, let the person chase you with the walking. Till the security person says, oh, me, I don't know anything about this. This is the security officer. Hello? Now you don't know anywhere. It's not now that somebody will approach you and then now you come and show your body style to that person. No. Until you are okay with each other, before now you can what? Direct people. And even direct the person to what? A security officer nearby. They are all over the place. Hello? I'm telling you this because when you come with the case, I'll ask you, did you hear me telling you? If you are attacked by armed robbers, please don't fight them. It's a phone they want. Don't exchange your life with a phone. Give them the phone. Let them go. Have your life and continue with your education. Hello? Please. Don't talk. 5 minutes. Okay? So take note of that. Always deposit your door keys with the hall assistant. This one in the halls and the hostels, they will tell you. So I will not waste time on it. Okay? Immediately report to the hall assistant if your key is missing or you suspect that it has been tampered with. You are paying, so let them change it and insist. Control of key is very, very important. Don't give your key to anybody. I've told you, that is where they will go and make a copy and then come and open your door and take your item away. You will be going out. So we say that as much as possible, avoid isolated bus stops. Okay? Look for and board campus embossed taxis. We have embossment on all the vehicles, the commercial ones. I will show you the picture. Look for those ones and then board them. And then always be sure that the commercial bus or taxis that you are taking, if you are not sure of the people on board, decline the service. At the end of the day, you are the one paying. So they come, the driver and 2 people are there, and you have stopped them, and you, only lady, you want to join them. No. Something should tell you that it's wrong. Let that person go. Let that vehicle go, and then you get another one. Sometimes it's in those cars that people show their wallet. Please, don't carry a lot of money around. Put money in your what? Mobile money wallet, and then use it. And always make sure that you don't patronize vehicles, commercial vehicles or unregistered vehicles on campus. There are some saloon vehicles moving, okay? That they will sometimes arrange with them and they will come and convey your items. No. Don't patronize those ones. So the picture is not clear, but when we say embossed, there's a sticker here I brought along. That is pasted on the vehicle. So when you call any taxi and it is not there, decline that service. If you are within campus, always try to use the shuttle buses, which I believe by next week it will start operating. And this is what I'm talking about when we say embossed. So you see the trotro vehicles and you see the taxi vehicles. These tickets are on them. You see KNUST, they have a number, it's approved. And there's a small sign here, security feature we are putting there, because somebody can duplicate. Again, somebody can say this one too can be duplicated, but at least this is additional security measure for you. If you happen to bring your own car, make sure you go and register it at Dean of Student Office, get the student sticker, and then put it on it. So that when we see you, we'll know that you're a student and treat you accordingly. And always carry along your ID card, student's ID card that they will give you. KNUST Security Services is an institution or a unit of this department, university for you. Our mission is simple: to ensure a stable, secure, and safe environment for academic and research work to go on in the university. So that has been established for you to use, and we provide a lot of services. It is a 24-hour office. So whilst you are sleeping and snoring, we are awake to make sure that you sleep and sleep well. And we do a lot of work and provide a lot of services that are listed there to make sure that you are safe on campus. Don't hesitate to come to us with any security request or any security related issue, and we'll help you. Don't hesitate at all. It's because of you that unit is established. You will see them dressed in blue and then blue black down, and then you see some of them also in what? Khaki. So the blue are the permanent security officers, and those in the khaki uniforms are the contract staff. And very often you will see them with you. So this all, there's one standing there. Any issue, you just go to that person and report. They are deployed on all the facilities that you are going to use. So you will see them. Ladies and gentlemen, don't hesitate at all. Always approach them. And then, now let me wind up by saying that security is what? A shared responsibility. We can do all the things that we are doing for you. At the end of the day, if you are going to sleep and you don't lock your door, the security man will not come and take the key and lock it. You have to do what? You have to do it. We are telling you that for now going, walk in pairs. Don't do this, don't do that. The security man will not follow you wherever you are going. So the responsibility lies on you to ensure that whatever we are telling you and all the other security tips that we'll give you, you go by it. When you receive those security tips, take them like paracetamol. Read them 3 times daily, okay? Morning, afternoon, evening. Hello? Good. And these are our numbers. Our office location. The headquarters is at the faculty area, just here. Okay? There's a block called LI under block. If you have any issue during lectures, just move straight there. We have 1, 2 at the hospital area. Go there and then make your case. So 1 at the faculty area for you, 1 closer to the residential area. And write these numbers down. 050 134 7350. Then the other one is what? Ending 2. And these 2 lines are on 24 hours. So wherever you are and you have a problem, just call and we'll attend to you. Hello? So take note of those numbers. On that note, thank you very much. And then I urge you to please practice what we are telling you. Because when you come with a case, we'll ask you, were you at this hall? Did you hear what I said? And you see some of them standing there and crying. Are there any questions or clarifications?
Are there any questions? Any questions? Yep. Senior.
Please, is it advisable to get maybe a rescue equipment like pepper sprayer or something like that? So that when
last year somebody asked me, so me, I'm a taekwondo and I can fire pistol and those things. No. You are not supposed to carry those things. It's not even allowed. Okay? Just go by what we are telling you to prevent them. But in case it happens, don't fight them. Because if you fight them, they will stab you. At the end of the day, you get hurt, you go to the hospital, and then it will affect your studies. Your life is more dearer than the phone you are using. Hello? Any question again?
Is there any other question? Any other question? Okay, so thank you very much, Kenel, for your time. Yes. There's a question.
Please, I want to ask, if he asks for your phone and then you give it up and he decides to sleep with you, are you supposed to fight him? Like,
please don't laugh. Don't laugh, especially those at the hostels. And we call something homestay. Have you heard it? Homestay. It's a home that somebody has decided to convert it into hostel. So the security there is very poor. It's very poor. So sometimes they know and they will come to you, give you your phone and try to make an attempt. So wherever you are, please form group. Okay? If you are at a certain hostel, make sure that you have a small, something like a security group that will take care of you. And be each other's keeper. Don't go and sleep alone somewhere. And make sure that you always lock your door when you are what? Sleeping. Don't sleep and open things ajar. So you leave your door ajar, and you, the human being, you understand, you leave everything ajar. When he comes for your phone and he sees that thing, he will try to enter. Hello? So always keep things tight by locking your door when you are sleeping.
Hey, Kenel, your words are coded though. Yes. Hey, everything tight. Please make sure everything is kept tight and locked. Thank you so much. Any other question? I think, that should be it. Thank you, Kenel, for coming. Now we've heard from university leadership. We want to hear from the student leadership. GISA President. Your questions. Okay. Before GISA President comes in, there has been a lot of examination questions. In fact, examination is very, very important in this university. So anytime examination questions come up, I like to take them so that since we have the exam officer here, we respond to it quickly. Let me take this. Yes, there was one that says that if you ask for remarking, and yes, if you ask for remarking, is the remarking going to be done by the same lecturer?
All right. So once you ask for remarking, it will not be done by the same lecturer. Now, depending on the nature of the paper, there might be a point where between you and a lecturer and someone, you would be asked to make a copy of what you have written, so that the person who is going to mark it will not see what has already been done in terms of the marking. I hope you get that. So you would make a copy of your own work with witnesses around, and then some other lecturer appointed by the university management would do the grading on your behalf. So it's not going to be the same lecturer.
So the other ones are the courses. How many are we registering? 7 or 8?
I'd like to leave that to the various departments. You would have departmental orientations. I don't have everything off head, but I think 7, 8 is around the average for most of the first year courses.
Okay. At what stage of poor academic performance will the student be expelled? Or nobody will be suspended because of poor academic performance?
All right. So you guys are in a different dispensation. The university no more sack students because of academic performance, but you would repeat. So if you don't perform well, like the examples I gave, if you are below 40 after first year, 3 semesters, you'll be asked to repeat. There are some effects on your fees that you pay. If you have more than 3 trails, 2 or more trails at the end of the supplementary semester, you'll be asked to repeat. The thing is that you can repeat infinity as much as you want to stay here. You can leave and then your kids too come and continue for you, like stuff like that.
Yes, so it's a perpetual repeat.
Yes, you repeat forever.
Interestingly, there are some students who don't want to leave the student.
You should plan to leave here at the end of 4 years. Just go away.
Can you change course? No, okay. Biometric registration will start very soon. It will be set up in front of the auditorium, and then you would come to do the registration. Gisa, I'm waiting for you, please. There was another one. Now, please take note. There's what we call DOS, Dean of Students. Okay, all informations coming from the Dean of Students are usually signed with DOS. GISA President, please come. So, please take note of your messages. Usually comes in text, SMS. Please take note of them as and when they come. Okay. Senior, you have 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you all. My name is Maxwell Wunchi, and I would like to use the opportunity to welcome you all to KNUST and to the College of Engineering, which is the best college in Ghana. In fact, the best college in West Africa. I know it's been a long journey, right? And we've all been there before. I've been in your seats, so I know it's not been easy. That is why I would like to say I'm very proud of you. Congratulations on making it here. I believe the college management have spoken a lot and have taken you through the necessary. I am here to just take you through a little bit about an organization, or should I say an association we have in the College of Engineering known as GISA. GISA stands for the Ghana Engineering Students Association. And simply put, GISA is the representative front of all the students in the College of Engineering. In GISA, we have various departments which are subdivided into class groups. So after your departmental orientations, you'll be divided into your various class groups and you'll elect your various class reps. So each class will have a class rep. Then from that level, you move to the departmental associations. You would have your various departmental executives who would help you if you need any assistance. If the problem or the assistance you require is beyond them, they would come to the level of GISA. As I stand here, I'm here with my executives, and I would like them to introduce themselves to you so that you get to know them in case you need any assistance or guidance.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Kojo Nyamiado Masari, a level 300 civil engineering student, and I serve as the GISA Public Relations Officer, that's the PRO. Yeah, so we deal with the dissemination of information and the broadcasting of very important information to all students. And please, how many of us use Twitter over here? Twitter. Yes. So to share our information, we deal with some of our very important social media platforms. We work with Twitter, we work with Instagram, and we have YouTube where we upload videos, which are also very important for us. Yes, so we have to follow our handle so we can get all these informations. So those with Twitter, please search for GISA-KNUST. GISA-KNUST. If you can do that now, I'll be very happy. GISA-KNUST. GISA-KNUST. Yes, and you follow. All information you need will be sent to you. GISA-KNUST with a hyphen in the middle. Yes. So if you don't have Twitter, you can download later. It's very important. You need that to get the information you need. Yes, and we have for Instagram. For Instagram, we have GISA-KNUST at 2018. The at is the at sign. GISA-KNUST at 2018. The G is in uppercase. So please you can put that down too and you follow for all information. And for YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. We have GISA Media. The GISA is all in uppercase. And the media is in lowercase. Please you can subscribe to that. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. Please, my name is Ikia Ba Ado, the GISA Women's Commissioner, a final year metallurgical engineering student. And I'm here to welcome you to KNUST College of Engineering. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Enujao Anan Justice, a final year petroleum engineering student and the association's organizing secretary. Thank you very much.
Okay, my name is Forsen Benjamin. I'm a final year student in the chemical engineering department. I'm the financial secretary. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Nuwakuka Fui Hilda, a final year materials engineering student, and I'm the general secretary for GISA. I work with the PRO, and every important information you need to know will be relayed to you. Thank you.
Okay, so there's a saying that goes, behind every successful man is a man, right? Yes, that's why I would personally like to introduce you to an audacious gentleman. I think I'll let him introduce you to himself.
I think my president has a crush on me for this. My name is Kofi Asante. I'm a third year mechanical engineering student. I'm your GISA vice president.
Okay, so as you can see, we are merely but your brothers and sisters. So if you require any assistance or any help, feel free to approach us. We are here to serve you on your journey, this 4-year journey. And a piece of advice, please do well to study hard. Engineering is not difficult, but I'll tell you it's challenging. So do well to put in your best, and I can assure you everything will go smoothly. Okay, so before I would like to end, there's one thing I would like to tell you. Whatever you do, always acquire Always aspire to acquire the desire you admire. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Maxwell Wunchi, and I'm a fourth-year petrochemical engineering student, and I am the president of the Ghana Engineering Students Association. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jisa, for coming. We appreciate your time. Your
from the student loan trust fund.
Yeah.
He has.
Okay, good.
Oh, I heard there will be some questions for me, so I think I'll stick around a little.
Can we hold on to that? The student loan trust is in a hurry to leave, so let's hold on to that. You're not going anywhere. So, all right. So we have a presentation from the student loan trust fund. The questions about ID cards, it's going to be in the department. You will receive them very soon. Yep. Thank you, sir, for coming.
Sorry, the other colleges too, they are waiting for me.
Oh, okay. No.
The information, I'll try just within 10 minutes, okay, or less than that.
Less 5 crowd.
You gave me 20 minutes, so I'll take 10 minutes.
The others are waiting for you.
Yeah. Good afternoon to you all. Please, my name is Elijah. I'm the manager for Student Loan Trust Fund, Ashanti Region. However, my office is on campus here. I'm here because we are all not coming from a wealthy background. If I say wealthy, some are rich and others are so vulnerable or less privileged. And that is the main reason why government have sent me to come over to give you a little presentation about the government support scheme for tertiary level students. Student Loan Trust Fund is an agency under the Ministry of Education that has been mandated by government to give out financial assistance in the form of loans to tertiary level students. So please, we are not a private entity, we are purely government under the Ministry of Education and Finance. Let's take note of that. Now we have 3 core objectives. First, we disburse the loans during your difficult and long stay on campus. Second, we recover the loans when they are due repayment. And lastly, we try as much as possible to sustain the trust fund so the future generations can also benefit. Currently, as I talk to you, we have been in existence for 16 years and beyond, and we have served over 100,000 students nationwide, both public and private institutions. It's not only public institutions. Let's take note of that. Now, who then qualify to access the loan? These are government of Ghana money, and before you access the loan, you should be a Ghanaian before it's given out to you. We do not give our loans out to foreigners. Let's take note of that. Second, you should gain admission into an accredited tertiary institution. Fortunately for us, KMU is accredited. That's why I'm here. Third, the program you are offering should be NAB accredited. It's not GTech, so let's take note of that. If your program is not accredited, there is no way you will go through the loan. Now, how then do you apply for the loan? You just need some 3 basic requirements. First, you will need a Ghana card. Unlike the past, before you access the loan, we used to use the guarantor. The government thought it wise to now take off the guarantor system, and now it's now the Ghana card, since that is now the national identity card we are all using. So if you don't have a Ghana card and you want to access the student loan, you will have to go for one before you can access the student loan. Secondly, you will need to get an eSwitch account before you can access the loan, because all monies are paid directly onto the eSwitch, not your bank account. So let's take note of that. If you don't have some, then Access Bank just at the gate, you can go there, they can do it for you. Commercial area, you can go to Carl Bank, you can go to GCB and the rest. It's network. It doesn't matter wherever you get the card. Once you have the eSwitch, you can use it at any of the branches. Now, the third requirement is that you need to get an admission letter or a student ID card before you can access the loan. How much then do we offer out to students? Please, it's just a support system. We are not there to pay your school fee in full. So the minimum we give out to a student is 1,500 Ghana cedis, and the maximum is 3,000 Ghana cedis for each academic year. So if you're in your first year and you apply for the loan, and we'll give you an amount of 3,000, and you're doing a 4-year program, it will be every academic year, we'll give you the same 3,000 till you complete. So that will be 12,000. But please, our loans are means tested. You can come from the same background, But when I pay, we'll pay you differently because we'll pay you based on your needs. So the information you provide, that will determine how much we'll give to you. We are just aiming to at least bridge the gap between the rich and the poor. So the more needy you are, the higher amount of money we'll give to you. The less needy you are, then we'll give you the 1,500 or 1,700. Let's take note of that. And please, the loans given out to students are insured. So let's say if you take a loan and you happen to pass on, your parents will not have to pay back the money. Government, once we have medical reports to confirm that I am deceased, that's lawfully, not out of heartbreak and the rest go and drink poison and die, we will not take it off. So that's genuine deaths, we'll cater for it. Let's say you are a student who, unfortunately, in the course of your study, you happen to get an accident that you are declared permanently incapacitated. You can no longer come back to school, neither can you work. The loan is written off as a bad debt. Let's take note of that. Unlike the past, we used to have two application process. We used to have the paper application on the online. But since last year, going to the future, everything is now purely online because we believe that once you are applying for admissions, everything is done online, not paper or manual. We want to put off the manual process. So please, when the time comes, that's this month of January, we open the applications. You are supposed to go online, do all the filling. After you finish all the filling, then you now come over to our office. That is opposite the Ideal, that's Castle Hayford building, where our office is there. You come there and you now take your biometrics before we advance the monies to you. Let's take note of that. Because of time, and my number is down there. You can just read to me that through WhatsApp, or that's my personal number. But please, for official activities, not any other activity. Thank you very much.
Wow, manager, this one there, he surprised me. It was so fast. Thank you, thank you. Any question? Money there should be plenty questions. Payment terms.
Payment terms. As in, it has to be clear, because our own is broad. Okay, thank you very much. The loan is 12% simple interest. So basically, just 1% per, that's every month. Because that's 1% times the 12, you get the 12 months, and that's per annum, just 12%. And please, when we give out the loans to you, and you are doing a degree program, you are not expected to pay back the loan immediately. You are given 8 to 10 years after completion to pay back the loan. But we normally say it is your best interest. When you complete and you are able, you start paying small, than waiting for the 8 to 10 years. By that time, the money might have been very big, and you see student loan transfer, we are in to dupe you. We don't want such a system. Thank you.
Can I take for only 1 year?
Yes, our systems are very flexible. In your first year, you can pick the loan, and we'll pay you. Second year, if you feel that you're okay, don't want the loan, you can come and stop or suspend it. In your third year, if you feel that you want the loan again, you come and restore it. So our systems are very flexible.
Okay, yes. So if I take it today,
yes,
and tomorrow the money hits my account,
yes,
when does the simple interest start?
Yes, because it's electronic. So once we pay the money through 12 o'clock in some few seconds, you can access the money. It's not like the bank account that it has to go 2 weeks and the rest. Now, the interest, as I said, is calculated 182 treasury bill rates during the study period. So once we give it to you every month, we apply the 1%. Otherwise, if we don't do that, we'll lose the future value of the money, and the trust fund will collapse.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any other question? So it means that
yes,
I need the money today.
Yes.
And you give it to me tomorrow. And by February, some wonder happened, and then I get some $10,000.
Okay.
I can decide to come and pay off.
Yes.
But I'll pay some interest in that 1 month.
Yes, please.
Okay,
yes.
I understand.
And please, let's also take note. For the repayment, you pay the money when the time is due, whether you travel abroad or not. Every year we'll do diaspora recovery. We go to the US, the UK, and the rest through our embassies to recover the monies. And the assistants are very strong. Once you pass through the genuine process, we'll recover back the money so that we can support those still in Ghana. Yes.
Oh, so you can't run away.
You can't run away.
Hey,
you can't run away.
Wow,
yes, please.
But it's good. Me, I went to school on this same loan. So, Prof.
Yeah, I just want to know quickly, does interest accumulate during the moratorium period?
It has to, yes. So during the study period, is the 12% all right? After the study period, we give in 1 year national service. It's still the 12%. After the national service, we give 1 year to either look for a job or whatever. Another 12%. Now 2 years after completion. So if I give it that the 7th year, it's now plus 2%. You get it? Yes, that's how it runs. So you still enjoy the same benefits during the study period plus 2 years grace period, still 12%. After the 2 years grace period, we'll now add a plus 2%.
Okay.
Yes, please.
All right. Thanks so much, manager. Yeah, okay, Prof.
What he's saying is very important.
Yes.
Yes. In most instances, engineering students think that engineering economics is not for them. But the kind of thing he's describing is a subject called engineering economics, and every student here in engineering goes through that. It will come under a different name, but once you hear something like investment appraisal, capital budgeting and stuff, engineering economics, that is the course you have to take so that you would be able to understand exactly what he's saying, and then you can prepare yourself to handle those things properly in the future.
And please say, there's one important thing. No one should feel shy that you are going for a loan. These are government of Ghana money. Even the Americans, they go to China to borrow for loans. Ghana, I don't even want to say all that. It is in your best interest that you pick the money today, support yourself during the study period, and say, than saying that I don't want a loan, you'll then be what? You have to drop off and the rest. So why don't you rather pick it, solve your immediate needs, when you complete, let the future take care of itself. That is always my belief.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yes.
I agree with you. Like I said, I went to school on the student loan. So don't be scared. Just go to the manager. He will explain things to you very well, and you can access them. So thank you so much, manager.
Thank you, sir.
I will pass by with some of my students.
That will be great, sir. Thank
yes. All right. Thank you so much. Can we have questions for GISA? For GISA? Any question for GISA? All right. So, in fact, that was the last presentation. It's left with my presentation. All right. So, any question for GISA? Or general questions? General questions. We have Prof. Donko with us. He would assist us. Dr. Amensa Dakwa is also here. And then outgoing exam officer and incoming exam officer is also here. They are both here. So there was a question about forgetting your index number. Please, in all things that you would forget, with all things that you would forget in this university, you can forget your name. You can forget your name, but do not forget your index number. Okay? Do not forget your index number. The person was asking, what are some of the avenues for students to result in a situation where a student thinks he has appended a wrong index number during examination? And this is possible because I understand WAEC pre-shade for you, right? On the scannable, WAEC has your index number written on it already. But here, nobody will write it for you. You have to carry it in your head every time. So please do not forget your index number. There was a question about international students having... Yes, and when you are coming to the exam hall, you see how I've hanged mine. In fact, these days, I'm going to stand at the entrance of my classes to check ID card. It will be distributed to you very soon. When you are coming to exam hall, please bring your ID card. Okay? And it has your index number on it, just in case you have forgotten. But don't forget it. International students having class separately. No, it doesn't happen that way. We all go together. It's all play all. When is departmental examination? From tomorrow. Orientation. From tomorrow. 9 a.m. Yes, 9 a.m. Any question? Student ID cards will be issued to you at the various departments very soon.
But how will the needy be able to pay if he or she is giving more than the rich?
Prof, you need to help me here.
Actually, it's possible. All right, and if you examine the way financial systems work, you realize that the poor who take loans happen to pay even more than the rich who don't take loans. And from what he has said, the way the thing is structured, you are given a moratorium of 8 to 10 years after you have finished university to start paying. So if you are responsible enough, and God blesses you and you have a good job and you plan your life, you'll be able to pay these kind of things. I mean, it's chicken feed. I mean, it's not going to be anything that is expensive, all right? So don't worry too much about that. You will definitely have the ability to do that. And besides, hey, you guys are going to read engineering. So what makes you think that you will not be able to pay?
Yes, engineering. Yes, engineering there. Babia. Vodafone SIM. Are we still doing that? Yes, you are going to get them. You will get your Vodafone SIM cards. And DOS uses the Vodafone lines to disseminate information, as well as your class groups. Please, do you have a special class for international students? No. It's all play all. We all go to the same classroom. Whether you are fee paying, non-fee paying, or international, we all go to the same class. We are taught by the same lecturers, and we are examined by the same lecturer. Everything. Jisa, are you going to talk about engineering drawing board? Hey, sir, and you've not told me anything. I'm about to close. Maxwell, when you close? Please share with me. Okay. Gisa, please come and say a word or two about the drawing board. There will be item 13, so don't go away. So we'll use, how is the item 13 going to be? Grace. Raise your hand if you don't want the item 13. Grace. Gisa, who is talking? Kofi? All right, so all first years do technical drawing. So GISA has made provisions for all the instruments you need for your technical drawing. So right after here, we are in front of the auditorium. You'll see our registration desk over there. You can see us and I will take care of you. We also have souvenirs for you to help you identify with us. If you are interested, you can also see us over there and we'll take care of you. Thank you.
Okay. Doc, I know they see you. The rooms, no day. Okay. So orientation tomorrow. Orientation tomorrow. Please take note. The following programs would have orientation tomorrow. That is Tuesday, the 11th of January, 2022. Civil engineering. Civil engineering is coming to this hall, the Kumaple Auditorium. Geological engineering, you're going to PB 214. PB, P means petroleum, B means block, and that's the petroleum block over there. So you go to the second floor. 214 means, 2 means second floor, and then 14 is the actual room. So geological engineering, you're going to PB 214, geomatic engineering, PB 014, petroleum engineering, PB 001, biomedical engineering, A110. A110 is in the Caesar block. That is the building to your left. Immediately you will go out of the auditorium. Computer engineering, PB 014. Okay, yep. Oh, okay. So, let me take it again. Civil engineering is between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. That is civil engineering, geological engineering, geomatic engineering, and petroleum engineering. Between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Civil engineering, geological engineering, geomatic engineering, and petroleum engineering. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. From 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. will be biomedical engineering, going to A110, computer engineering going to PB 014, electrical engineering coming to the auditorium, and then telecoms engineering going to PB 214. That's for tomorrow. Tomorrow. On Wednesday, 12th January 2022, we have agric engineering, industrial engineering, automobile engineering, marine engineering, chemical engineering, having orientation between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Agric engineering is going to PB 214, industrial, automobile, marine, go to Kumaple Auditorium, that is here, and then chemical engineering goes to PB 014. Now between 1 and 4 p.m., mechanical engineering, aerospace engineering, materials engineering, metallurgy engineering, and petrochemical engineering would have orientation between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Mechanical going to PB 014, aerospace going to 001 PB. Materials and metallurgy coming to the Kumaple Auditorium, that's here, and petrochemical going to PB 201. Thank you. Yep. Okay, so shall we have Mr. Kofi Asante give us the vote of thanks?
Thank you very much. All right, so all the information about tomorrow's and Wednesday's orientation will be made available on all GISA social media platforms. So Twitter, GISA-KNUST. The Instagram handle is the GISA-KNUST. The Instagram handle is the GISA-KNUST. And then Wine's handle, that's for the women. Wine_KNUST_. Wine_KNUST_. All right. So we want to thank the Almighty God for a day and a time like this where we get to meet the leadership of the college for us to be oriented, and we receive the starter pack for our tertiary education as we begin the next level of our educational career. We also want to say a very big thank you to the leadership of the college, provost, faculty deans, head of departments, lecturers, for making time with us and then teaching us a lot. We've learned a lot. We say we are very grateful. We also want to say kudos and congratulations to the planning committee headed by Professor Anonu and then our beautiful Madam Grace. We say you have done well and we are also grateful to you all. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to you for coming, comporting yourselves and cooperating with us. We say God richly bless you and we are so grateful. Thank you very much. Once again, your drawing boards, souvenirs are available, not now, but you can make payments at the back there. We've made an affordable package for you at a cool 170 cedis. So come and see us at our registration desk and we'll take care of you. Thank you very much. Hey, Kofi. All right, so a few announcements. The library has some flyers which would be of importance to you. So make sure you grab one at the entrance whilst we leave. Now, there's also item 13. I understand the pastries is here, the supporting fluid, because we'll be doing fluid dynamics. It's also trying to locate itself here. So whilst we wait for the item 13, let me take a few questions. We respond to them before we say the closing prayer. General questions. If you have any general question, my guy, where are they? Sorry, I'm sorry. Please, when will we start going for dining? Okay. If you had added the room number, I mean the whole hall you are in, I would have responded, but you didn't add it, so I'll pass. Please, anything about the online exams? Are we going to have online exams? Yes, sometimes. There will be, KNUST has what we call the virtual space, and we do a whole lot. We have the virtual class. A lot of lecturers use the virtual platform to share their reference material, to share any documents that they would want to share with you. So we have the virtual space which we take advantage of. Some lecturers will also be doing what we call the virtual class. We can take quizzes online and you'll be at the comfort of your room and take a quiz online. I do that a lot. This one dear, proper fasting power. You guys make we do all. Hey, my guy, you know chop since morning. Hey. When is course registration be done? Registration is ongoing. Yes, you should be able to register. When does the library become fully operational? It is right now. So you can go and start reading. All of you, most of you will be doing applied electricity. So we'll go and start reading applied electricity at the library. You will thank me later. Biometric, would start biometric. They'll set up in front of the auditorium so you can come and do. All engineering students take TD, technical drawing. Yes. Somebody is asking if he can bring his JHS board. Please, JHS, you use A4. Here we use A2.
Okay, so you will need a drawing board. And the specification is very important, else obebre. Any question? You can raise your hand and my abled assistant would come to you. General questions. Whilst we wait for item 13 to arrive. Grace, how far? Can they send us live location so that we'll all be looking at it? Where the item 13 has gotten to. X-ray, chest X-ray. When and where? The university hospital. Okay, please try and locate the university hospital. You would have your X-ray taken. Are we going to use AutoCAD for technical drawing? There's technical drawing and there's engineering drawing. Okay, we have technical drawing and engineering drawing. With a technical drawing, you have to do everything manual. Okay, you use the pencil and the ruler, everything. When your hand, your psychomotor skills are well polished for it, then now you can just use the mouse in AutoCAD. Okay, so there's technical drawing and there's engineering drawing. That's the difference. Okay, with the engineering drawing, you'll be introduced to a lot of CAD tools, 3D Max, Solid Edge, AutoCAD, what have you. Don't worry, you get tired. You even be sacking us from the class. Oh. Some of us, we do all the 2 hours. We won't spare 1 minute self. People say we get screening from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., but you keep we here. You keep we here for the whole day. So you people, okay, Charlie, the item 13, you squad for duam. Sake of anu. Hey, this guy, he be like, he go like fufu pound. Charlie, the item 13, you squad for duam fufu. Sake of, I know fast like this since wasi. Please, is it compulsory to bring a laptop at the first semester? Compulsory. Laptop. You are in the premier university in Ghana, technology university. Yes, if you can. Prof. Yes, but it's not compulsory. Okay, it's not compulsory, but if you have it, it would aid you very much. And those who do not have personal computers, please do not worry too much. The university we have a whole floor at the Prempeh II library filled with computers. You can use it. The college library has computers. You can use it. And I'm sure nobody is using a YAM in this hall right now. So you can also use your smartphones. Please, where are the College of Science people doing their orientation? Like the guy lost too. Is drug test part of the medicals? Is COVID-19 vaccine compulsory? No. It's not compulsory. Okay. Yes, highly recommended. COVID-19 vaccine. Please do. If your pastor has not told you not to take it, don't worry. Please just take it. Item 13, they are saying it is delay, you know. Some people are asking where the gobe joints are around here. So what we are going to do is that I want somebody to volunteer to develop an app for us, or just a link, and then you drop the pin of all the gobe joints around so that anybody who wants, then we start rating the gobe joints. You know, the one with the, yeah, that's something we can do for fun. Okay, X-ray. The X-ray, does it work on broken hearts? Massa. Please, is it true that the Vodafone SIM given, we will be provided with, is it 30 gig every month? Hey, massa. It's 5 gig. You know, be 30. Stop misinforming us. It's 5 gig. Okay. Yes, any question anybody wants to ask? Would there be pregnancy test? I don't know. If you want, I'm sure the hospital will do that for you. Is the printing in the library free? No. If you want to make copies of the pages of the books, it is not free. It is not free. Please, when is vacation? Hey, now I'm ready. Hey, see, now I'm ready. When is vacation, dog? April, somewhere in April. Just after Easter. Come again? Yes. So this academic year is bumper to bumper. You have only 2 weeks holidays. So you just dash home. When you get there now, you are packing back. Then we'll put more knowledge in your head. Grace, this is your item 13. Amazing Grace, please do something for us. Or should we do the snacks and later on do the drinks? Or want something to wash it down? Hey. Okay. The item 13, it will come, then it be sobolo. Master, you be prophet or something. As it come, we no be so low, we go knock you, go find you for Twitter, then knock your head. Please, I hear say AC did the lecture rooms inside. It be true. AC did the lecture rooms. But right now, they fill the AC. You know they fill them. Here be lecture room. So yes, some get. Okay. All right. Whilst we wait for item 13, this is what I want to say. Please, no matter what you do in this university, in this college, make sure you get your forte. Ideally, you should get your 70 and above. But as you see, say, the semester, they look some way. Please, get 40. Okay? This is the realest thing you can hear a lecturer tell you. Gisa, am I telling it? Okay. Please, as you see, say, engineering maths, they lash you. You make it shun the Champions League, shun the EPL, shun the FIFA, then move. Is it okay? Idebab, you thank me later for this advice. Manage your time very well. Some of you are overwhelmed. You have too much time right now. You know, yesterday I was driving around campus and it's amazing. Yes, for now, just take it easy. Merely lecture start, please do not pile your notes. Do not pile your notes. It's the first sin to commit in a university. You go more, apply electricity come. As the rice cooker they do in job, just they go through. You hear K, then go chop come, then some go through again. You hear, Prof, permission to go unofficial. Yes, very, very important that you don't pile your notes. Do not pile notes. Okay? There are very, very simple tricks in making it in a university. And one is what I've just told you. Do not pile the notes. Whilst you are in class waiting for the next lecture, just read what was done the previous week. Go through it. If it is a mathematical example that was done, just try and just draw it, retrace it. You know, in psychology, they call it the psychomotor skills. Okay? Nobody can learn how to drive a bicycle by just looking at it. No. You know that the information is there for you. Try to maintain balance and do that. But until you jump on it and do it, you don't know it. Okay? So practice, practice, practice. Sometimes when you practice, you do it 1 or 2 times, then your brain is deceiving you that, oh, Charlie, this one, they are the bab. You know, this one is not SHSO. Some people were reading Aquila. They were reading the Aquila. Here, here, you have to practice it. As your brain, they tell you, say, oh, I know. No. Until the motor aspects of your cycle, the motor and your cycle are synchronized, you don't know it. Okay, so you practice and practice. Somebody was asking about AutoCAD. Look, you can watch all the YouTube videos in the world. If you don't practice, you won't get it. Okay, so practice, practice, practice. Do not pile the notes. Is that okay? Prof, you want to add something?
He said there are quite a number of simple tips that you can use in the university to make your life a success. For most of you, I wouldn't have an opportunity to share with you what I'm going to share now, and I think I want to do that. Sometime when I finished university, I was doing my teaching assistantship. Those of you who know campus already, I was walking from the student hospital, that's where Africa Hall is, coming down behind Report, because I used to be a Spartan, in Independence Hall. And then I met this lady friend of mine. She was a student, I was a TA. Her bag was slung over her shoulders with her books, Joe Impre, in her arms like that. One hot afternoon around 2 p.m. So I asked her, where have you been? She said, well, I've been to Mecca. Mecca is nothing but the social science area just behind engineering. Okay, that's what we used to call Mecca. She said, oh, I'm just coming from Mecca. So I asked, what have you been doing? She said, of course, I want to study. Okay, that's fine. Then I dropped the next question. So, what have you learned today? And immediately the question dropped from my mouth. Her face also dropped. And then I knew the question that I asked had sunk in and sunk in well. She had spent close to about 6 hours at Mecca reading and reading, but she has not studied anything. She has not learned anything. So what is the point? Anytime you spend 1 hour or 30 minutes or 2 hours that you claim you are studying something or you are learning something, by the end of your studying period, you should be able to tell yourself what you know now that you didn't know prior to your studying period. You should be able to tell yourself what you can do now that you didn't know prior to your studying period. If you spend 1 hour, 2 hours studying, and you are not able to tell for yourself from your memory that before I came to study, I didn't know how to solve simultaneous equations. But after studying, I know how to solve simultaneous equations. I know that if you want to solve simultaneous equations, there are 2 possible methods. This is method A and method B. This is what I now know. If you cannot internalize it and spiritualize it yourself, you have wasted your time. You have not learned anything. And that explains the reason why during mid-semester and end-of-year examinations, you see students holding their lecture notes and reading right from their halls to the examination room. It doesn't help you. If you are able to chronicle the things that you have learned, internalize them yourself, and you put them down, when it's time for examination, all you have to do is pick up the notes that you have written, those things that you are telling yourself that you are not able to know, that you yourself you know. That is what you read and revise. Not the whole book, not the whole lecture notes that were given to you. No, you are wasting your time. You rather revise the thing that you claim you know, you have learned. Because you see, engineering, unfortunately for us, is practical. I hope you understand that. And therefore, please take it from me. If you're able to organize yourself like that, I don't think anybody in this room today should have below 40. No. Because after all, look, the maximum mark is 100. If you can't make 100 and you divide it into 2, it's a 50. A university says that, okay, for you to pass, just even get a 40. And you can't make a 40? Continuous assessment is going to give you 30%. And end of exam is going to give you 70%. So even if continuous assessment, you make 10% out of 30, and end of exam out of 70, you are able to make 30%, why wouldn't you pass all your courses? It doesn't make sense one bit to me. But again, it all depends on how you study and how you structure and you plan yourself. I don't have time to tell you how to create a timetable, personal timetable, and go through that. I'll tell my personal students, but time is not available now to share that. Those of you in civil and petroleum, if you grab me somewhere and you need that advice, I might be able to sit you down and walk you through. Final story, a student, civil engineering student lady, is now going to the final year. She's one of my tutorial students. Last semester, She walks to my office and she says, well, I've been doing all that I can, but my grades don't seem to be moving up. So I showed her a few tricks. I said, okay, do this, do that. And then I shared the story with my friend who came to America and spent all those hours without learning anything. During the vacation, she sends me a WhatsApp message. She says, sir, my grades have improved this semester. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. So a word to the wise, they say it's always in the north. Okay, remember to take advantage of all the opportunities that you have. You are going to be assigned academic tutors. Please know your academic tutors and get in touch with them. Number 2, every department has a department code that you would need for your examinations sometimes. If you are not told anywhere, please go to the department office and ask them what the department code is, so that during the examinations, in addition to your index number, you'll be able to write them. And on that note, I wish you well.
Thank you, Prof. Yeah. Grace, amazing Grace. Oh, okay. So we are following the item 13. It is almost here. All right. So I want to share some few tips with you. 1, always go for lectures. 2, try to sit in front in the lecture hall. Try. Don't go late. Try and go there early. Always make notes during lectures. Write something down. Go with a, don't go with a, all-in-all notebook. Some of you do com skills in one notebook. The same notebook for engineering maths. The same notebook for applied electricity. The same notebook for scriptures at church. Why? That life is for shown. So please, get at least a notebook for each course and make notes in class. Don't say that, oh, the lecturer will share PDF. No, it is called PowerPoint. It is only points. Okay? Okay. So, what's the Grace? What's the strategy? We use the wings for the okay. All right. So all of them have arrived now, the snack and the drinks. Okay, so whilst they make their way to the hall or the auditorium, let me finish up with this. Sorry. 1, always go for lectures. 2, try and sit in front. 3, make notes during lectures. 4, write down questions that are asked and those that you have. Okay, make sure you are writing questions. When the person is teaching, the lecturer is teaching, and you have a question, immediately write it down so that you don't forget it. And then once your course mates also asks, and your lecturer finds interesting, please write those questions down. The lecturers would also ask questions in class, write it down. Okay, any question that comes up in the classroom, whether it is item 13 or not, write it down. So that's 4. Write down the questions that are asked in the class and those that you have. Read over immediately after the lecture for 2 minutes before leaving the hall. A lot of the time you are in a hurry to just vanish from the lecture hall. Read immediately, just browse through it quickly before you leave the hall. Read over the day's notes before you sleep. Okay, so if you go for 2-3 lectures, make sure you read over them. All the notes you have made before you sleep. What happens is that the angel will come and take whatever you read, and then whilst you are sleeping, you're sending it to the right corners. I know. I'm a very, Holy Spirit-filled person. So, I know. All right. So read over the day's note before you go to sleep. 7, try working out, jogging, walking, swimming. Now, it's very important because a healthy mind lives in a healthy body. Some of you, at least 3 times a week, please do that. Hello? Let's bring them to the wings so that they come for it from the wings and then they step out, okay? When we go that way, we'll have trouble. Some people will take double and triple. TAs, my abled TAs, bring them to the wings. Okay, bring the item 13 to the wings. Okay, so try working out. Now, number 8, never pile your notes, okay? Don't pile your notes. No, some of you should take, okay, this place, we can't use here, right? No, seniors, Charlie, okay, just do it. Where's the snacks? It's ready? Okay. 9, eat healthy meals. 10, learn smart. Use e-library resources, etc. All right? Now, some of you want to learn, and then you go and take 1 hour YouTube video to learn. It's not possible. Go for short notes, short videos. If the video is about calculus, go for 5 minutes video, maximum, and then watch it straight to the point, and then you go and practice. It's as simple as that. Okay. So we are ready. Doc, would you say a prayer for us to close, and then we'll grab our item 13 and... Engineer.
Your Holy Spirit has
There's a gentleman who is supposed to Yao. Enu Yao. Yeah, okay. You're supposed to say the prayer for us. I didn't know. The Holy Spirit was telling me that it is you, but...
Shall we bow and pray? We pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Father, Lord, we thank you for today, and we thank you for our lives. We bless you to have successfully gained admission to be part of the best college in the university. We pray that may you guide our steps and throw more light on our path as we adapt to the new environment we find ourselves in. We pray for good health and energy so that we can continue with this orientation tomorrow. And many more we ask through your Son, Jesus Christ. We pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
All right, thank you, Yao, for your prayer, the prayer. Okay, so for logistical reasons, we are reverting back to, yes, let's go.
Hello. So, in as we take our item 13, I would like to share. Already know about that. So if you need a calculator, you can contact my colleague over there. He's a TA, so you can contact him and you get it from the department office. And souvenirs too, please, they are very, very important. Our Vice President made mention of 170 CDs. And that's not only for the drawing board, please. The other souvenirs, you see this tie, and then the brochure and all those things, yeah. So it's not just the drawing board, the other things. Exercise books, pen, very nice ones and all that. So please, the 170 CDs is not just drawing board, okay? So please do well and then pay and then get your drawing board, because by next week, if God willing, the strike is over, we'll be starting lectures and all that. So please do well and get the drawing board and all the things you'll be needing for your journey, okay? So we'll be available. We are outside there. You can come and see us. Start making payments before you spend your money. You understand? I've been there before, so I understand, Charlie. You guys, for look sharp, then come pay. You bob. Yeah. So if anything, you can come and see me or any of the executives. You bob. For Campus Friendly Vibe, Charlie, we all will be friends. Here, we don't get senior for years, so Charlie. Once you step here, we'll be brothers. So if anything day, Charlie, if you can't see me, then we go talk about them. More vibes day. So, you know, we say they can't do your body like Charlie, me, I shock. So I sit my one corner then learn. You know, we so day for here, Charlie. Me, I tell my friends that this place is actually a place for business link up in the future. If you think your father owns an oil company, so you don't want to link up plus other people, you don't talk about other people, you don't want to socialize yourself with anything, just know that someone's father also owns a refinery, so you need him. So we all need each other. So try and then link up plus each other, form study groups, and then learn together. You understand? You can't do it alone. Here is the university. It's not SHS. You can't go and sit at your corner, learn and learn. There are a lot of ways to go about learning in university. You understand? So please try and do that. All right.